The recording is going. Somebody tell us what happened last time on Beyond the Rim.
So last time we found the wreckage of the Sa Nala ore, part 2 of the wreckage, or I guess you could consider it part 3 if you count the shrapnel, part 4 if you count the escape pods. But anyways, we found more wreckage and we boarded it. We got the black box from the ship, which I don't know why they don't make the whole ship out of the black box. But from there, we explored a little bit more and came across a pack of cybernetic Nexu, which we demolished. And
Not
we
all of
actually
them.
made one. We scared one off that it jumped over me to run away. And that is where we left things off, where the Nexu was showing its tail.
Yeah, the one that got away too was most clearly the most powerful one. It was bigger and had more cybernetic implants than the others.
Well, it wouldn't have been by the time I got done with it.
Well, but you didn't do much to it because we killed the other two and that one just got away.
I did a little bit of damage to it.
I think it was hurt. I can go look.
I got it with one of my grenades.
Yeah,
I think it got some grenade damage.
Yeah.
The one that escaped was the one whose entire tail was armor plated and stuff.
Yeah.
You killed Electro Claw and Metal Teeth.
Yeah, Electro Claw was the one that fucked me up really hard too.
You barely got scratched.
Yeah, no. Not, I am very close to death.
Never gonna hear the end of that one. Guys, I got hit by an Electric Claw.
I believe we do need a Destiny roll from Kodo still.
Also Rick, I think.
Rick is playing Kodo.
Oh, Kodo. Yeah, my bad.
Six sessions in and you haven't learned your party.
I know, yeah. I know, I'm so bad. Well, first of all, he just has his name down here. He just has Rick B down here instead of Kodo. So, super confusing, and I blame him for that.
Sure. I don't know if Rick knows how to fix that. And he's balls deep in that Sonic Burger right now, so I'm not going to expect audible confirmation or not.
Is he balls deep in it? Because I feel like that's the wrong way to eat a burger.
I haven't even taken it out of the bag yet. I was testing the memory card in the Switch, and surprise, guys, it still doesn't work.
Is your Switch fucked up?
Yeah, you need to take your Switch back and fucking exchange it.
Which is super annoying because I just put a screen protector on it 2 days ago.
Yeah, well, fucking take the screen protector off and fucking exchange that.
It's a tempered glass one. It's gonna break when I do. Thankfully, I have a second one, so it'll be fine. But it's just frustrating that my effectively brand new Switch, I bought it a week ago, and this is.
Oh, plus you're gonna get shit for freaking trying to return it and stuff. It's gonna be a whole process and a pain in the ass.
Guys, we have so many light points this time around. Let's keep that in mind for sure. We should be able to.
Could I use a Destiny point to make my Switch read memory cards?
Oh, he's trying.
If only Sam was actually there to fix it up for you.
Yeah.
My computer and mechanic skills are way too high.
Speaking of Star Wars, though, so you guys are. I can move us back to the blank map if you want. Otherwise, use your imagination. You guys are still all in that hallway. The Nexu literally just pounced over Hurricane Guapo and ran and disappeared around a corner. Y'all are all in that straight hallway, but IT3 had booked it at the first sign of cybernetic Nexu, so he's one turn's movement out of remember you went in through where an escape pod tube used to be, but it had been modified to be an entrance. So scene. Do you want me to move you back to the blank map so you can use your imagination?
I think it's okay where it is.
No, I remember.
It's fine.
Yeah, I remember kind of sort of the layout. Sam's gonna kind of slump down, sparking a little bit, and I'm going to apply. How many do I have left in my inventory? All right, somebody else go while I figure out how many of these things I have left.
So did we decide as a group not to chase after the third Nexu? Or just let it go?
Damn it.
Let it go.
Would I be able
Oh,
to get
no.
one more blaster shot off?
Uh,
I am prone, right?
Like a
it
Hail
knocked me
Mary
over.
kind of shot.
I mean, if it's running down a hallway.
It already rounded a corner.
Oh, okay.
You can try to
If
get
it
up
rounded
and
a corner,
chase.
then never
Yeah,
mind.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say you
gonna
can
chase.
get up and chase after it, but I'm not judging. But it doesn't seem like a very guapo thing to do.
I am a hero, god damn it.
You got to spend at least half your movement fixing your ascot.
Just so you're aware, DM, I used 2 of my emergency repair patches. I can use a total of 5 a day, I believe, is the maximum. So just putting that out there.
Yeah, with decreasing returns.
Right.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm just
Okay.
gonna stand up and brush myself off and fix my ascot.
Yeah, I wave to you like, just checking, make sure you're okay. From like
Furry
across the
thumbs
hall.
up.
I'm going to stand there and wish I had an ascot to fix.
Look longingly at his ascot.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like there are any more Nexu down below where they came from, and the 2 that you're next to are very much dead. Like there's no twitching or breathing that you can discern.
Okay.
But the one did get away, and you don't hear any more noises from that direction, so it's out of earshot at least now.
After I dust myself off and try to stop as much bleeding as possible, I would like to investigate the cyborg Nexu, see if I can tell, like, did the parts come from the scrap ship? Can I tell, like, how crudely they were created type thing?
I'll join you.
Sure, let me flip to that page real quick.
Now that they're dead, I'm like willing to approach them. Whereas before I was keeping my distance.
Before I investigate, though, I'm going to give it a good kick to make sure it's dead.
Looks pretty dead. Seems pretty dead.
Then let's find out what we find out.
I walk up to you and give you a little high five, like, man, you really showed some good chops back there. You did a great job killing. I saw you kill that one.
We do our super secret best friends handshake
Yes.
that ends with the booty bump.
Smack, 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 smack,
Knocking
smack,
me
smack,
over.
smack, bump.
I'm really just bumping your knee.
Each cyber Nexu has specific implants or augmentation. Generally speaking, each Nexu only has 1, but if you feel the party can handle more of a challenge, they may have 2 or more. Energized claws, add +3 damage and stun of 10. Reinforced teeth, piercing 3. And tail spikes, what a big fun ability that since you didn't kill that one, I'm not going to tell you what it does. But they are very well, like this isn't, somebody didn't like half-ass this shit. They're very much cybernetically enhanced. They seem to have flawless control over it. Like the one wielding electro claws, like it wasn't like he was, you know, pumping juice on every swipe. He specifically waited until he was clawing into Sam's chassis to fire up his electro claws. So like the cybernetics are very much integrated to the thing's nervous system, it seems, not just I bolted stuff onto an already deadly animal.
Does it look like scrapped parts?
Yeah, some of it does, but some of it seems like it was actually cybernetic equipment. And knowing what you know about this particular deal, basically, you know that they had cybernetic gear on board in their escape. So not too far of a stretch to assume that this was some of the equipment and cybernetic tech that they were running away with.
Okay.
I look to the group and I say, this tech is pretty good. There must be a lab nearby. I vote that we try to track that final Nexu. It's going to need repairs. We should try to see where it hides out.
That's
Good idea.
definitely a good
I like that
idea.
plan.
I'm with you,
However-
Hurricane.
However, DM, there's two things that I want to do,
Okay.
if I may.
I don't
one
know
is,
yet. I need to know what they are.
yeah, right. So the first one is the one with the enhanced teeth. I want to fucking take a bunch of its teeth and then rip some of the wires out of it and make a necklace out of its teeth. I do have a toolkit, so I do have like a torch and other such equipment that I should be able to burrow through its skull and through its body enough to do such a thing. I feel like if I have to make a check, it's fine.
You can rip the one's teeth out fairly easily, rather than doing brain surgery on that one, though. You think it would probably be easier to get wiring from the, electric gauntlets that the other one has, because like its entire feet.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
that was part of my next thing. Is that okay? So I'll rip the wiring out from one of the gauntlets, from the claw thing. I am going to torch off the entire claw of one of the Nexu, and just like tie it to my waist for now, because I'm keeping that shit. It's just I'm keeping that fucking thing, if I can. But then I'll make a necklace out of the teeth of one, and then I'm gonna keep the fucking claw of the other one.
You want to flip a destiny point to make that one still usable?
Sure, I'll do that.
Like, it's not going to be plug and play, but you can spend some time tinkering on board the ship, and in your downtime, if you wanted to attach a claw to one of your arms or do something. I don't know what you have in mind, but...
Oh, I'm mostly, for now, Sam is mostly just taking it because he is very pissed off at this thing for hurting him like it did. So he's mostly
Sam
just
wants
taking
to be
it.
cool like Mandrid.
He's mostly just taking it just to be a dick. But yeah.
So seeing Sam do that, I don't want to be left out. I don't want to be shown up. So I'm gonna take out my survival knife and just like scrape off a few tufts of hair and shove it in my pocket.
You guys are weird.
All right.
Tally, Kodo, and Zamira, you watch as Sam like painstakingly acquires hardware from these two dead animals after fixing himself up a little bit. Ascot Boy fixes himself up and is kind of like impatiently waiting for the robot to do whatever, and then like it dawns on you that he's kind of becoming interested in what the robot's doing, and he hustles over there and scrapes off like tuft from like along its ribs area.
And I'm very proud of it too. I just kind of beam as I stuff it in my pockets.
Give Sam a good old wink.
Yeah, if
Perfect.
Sam could, I was gonna say if Sam could wink, he would wink at you, but he has no eyelids, so that doesn't work.
You could just turn the light off on
Right?
one.
Yeah. That's what I was just about to say right before you said. Like he looks at you, he looks at you, and one of the eyes, one of the lights in his like right eye, it goes out and then goes right back on.
That'll work.
All right, let's track this kitty.
I believe that Miss Samira, you are the one that is most qualified for this task.
Okay.
So the Nexu did not leave the ship. It continued on.
It stayed in the ship.
Do you guys want to even follow it at this point, or do you want to just get out and start like searching the area for possible survivors? Since we didn't find any on the ship.
I'd like to see where the cat rendezvous.
I used my blank map to make this one. I don't have a blank map no more.
Also, we did that wasn't mentioned in the recap, but we did find
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did find stuff of survivors outside of the ship, but like it was long abandoned, and so we just decided that the ship was our best bet for now.
Yeah, like not so much long abandoned as doesn't even exist anymore. There was a couple of like lean-to shacks and stuff that had been completely grown up, but buildings, everything else had clearly been torn down and removed altogether. Like, they didn't leave that camp, it looks like they moved camp.
Right, yeah, that's what I meant. It was just like long since has just been fucked, like they just fucked off from it.
Everybody got tokens?
Yeah.
As we
looks like-
start moving, I'm gonna motion to Tally that I could use an extra stim pack.
Oh, do you want this? And I like ruffle into my, I rifle through my coat and I pull out the new knife and I hand it to him. That's what you want, right?
You can always read my head.
All right, I take back the knife and I'll use one of my stim packs to heal. However many, I'm not sure how much it is.
4 because I used one during combat.
4 it is.
Thank
Man,
you.
those heal so much better than the freaking emergency repair kits.
Am I still
What did
at
the
like the
repair
same
kits do?
strain and wounds as I was
The
last time?
repair kits are 3, I think, and then
I thought they were the same.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
Oh,
I don't know.
You could be right. I haven't looked much at it.
Oh yeah, who gets our strain for obligation? You rolled a 49. We're starting with Zamira on top, and our order would be Zamira, Tally, Sam.
Oh boy, I get this straight.
Yep. Try not to die.
I'm fucking pretty close to it. Let's
You guys can don't forget at the end of combat, you can do a discipline, was it, to remove strain.
Oh, well, I would like to do that.
That's not gonna work for me. I have shit discipline.
Wait, roll discipline? Is that what you're saying to do?
Let me
Roll
look it up again because I mean I've looked it up 8 times already and I can't remember it, of course.
Guys, we are so good at this system.
I'm telling you, we're fantastic at it.
Oh, also, should we have gotten any XP after that last time? Or are we going to do it all together and tally at the
you
end
got
of today?
XP, but since you haven't gone back to rest yet, I didn't tell you what it was because you couldn't have spent it anyways.
Right, that's kind of like...
Mostly because I was too lazy to scroll because it's not until the end of the chapter.
I think Cyborg Nexus
worries.
though give us like 1,000 XP a piece. Just saying, like.
Yeah, if you had
yeah.
finished the encounter, but you let one get away.
Right, no, I'm saying a piece though. and
Now
we
it's
killed
only going to
2
be
of
like
them.
5.
And we killed 2 of them, so like I would say that's like 2,000 experience, and then whatever we get for letting the one get away, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
All
right. So back to the recovering strain, sorry. Simple discipline or simple cool check, and each success recovers 1 strain.
Simple is 1.
Simple as 1.
Okay. I guess I'll try.
So 1
failing
purple?
There's
failing
no
it do
no
anything?
consequence for failing. So yeah, just roll cool or discipline with 1 purple. You got nothing to lose.
Cool. Also cool. You can do cool.
Hey, I got a success.
One or the other, Rick. One or the other.
Yeah.
My discipline and cool are the same, so.
Sorry, Tally.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to get
Forgot
rid of
last
1
strain.
strain. I'm pretty happy with that.
I only
one
had 1
strain
strain to
that you
begin
got
with.
I'm cool as a cucumber.
I do have 5 wounds though. And now
I have
I'm
no
face
strain.
first into the burger, in case anyone was wondering.
I thought it was balls deep. That's what Seal said. Seal
was
said
No,
it
waiting
because
for
balls
I'm
the
trying to
follow-up,
eat
so.
it.
All right, so are we tracking the Nexu now?
I believe that was the party consensus. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, while y'all were talking, I was doing things. Making a shitty reminder map.
Dare you?
So, the Nexu went to the right on the map, which is the sensor room. Remember the exploded sensor room? So you head down there and you turn the corner and into where the sensor room was with the tarp and the toolkit and a giant exploded hole in the floor. And you do not immediately see any sign of the Nexu.
Ooh, I'll take out my infra binoculars and look around to try and spot him.
You give a whole good scan, including down through the hole and stuff, and you do not see it. But you are aware that you spent quite a bit of time fixing yourself and then hacking off pieces of the other animals. So, considering a Nexu speed, it did have quite a bit of a head start on you.
Zamira, can you find anything?
Sure, I'll try.
Average. Well, let's say hard survival.
That's 3, right?
Yes, please. Success.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you were able to look around, and there's not like, it's not like the floor is covered in dust out of age. It's more like there's been mud and stuff tracked in here from the party salvaging. Y'all brought your own trail and stuff in here, but it is very clear that since the last time y'all were in here, there's at least one footprint that's on top of your footprints. So, it did come through this way, very possibly down through the hole blown in the floor and onto the lower decks.
Well, we could continue chasing this thing all the way through this entire ship, but we will be spending a lot of time doing so.
Agreed. I'm
Still,
of the mind that we should probably leave this Sanala ore and look for survivors.
well, since we retrieved the black box, if we can get back to the ship, I can give it power and perhaps integrate with it and find a bit more detail about where they might have gone or what they were doing after the crash. Hopefully, but that's also, this black box is over 20 years old, so there's not a 100% chance that that's the case.
Y'all are also painfully aware of the fact that you do not have IT3 with you.
That bastard turned tail and ran.
Oh, because he ran back to the ship?
Well, he ran
What?
outside of the Sanala ore, and then y'all never...
Okay, I'll follow IT3 to at least talk with him and let him know that everything's okay.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna find him.
You can talk to him on the comlink.
You can retcon and say that you went out while Sam was hacking monsters apart or anything if you want to. Or you can just call him on the comlink, yeah.
I'll wander out while he's doing that.
All right.
Sure.
Well, I can't let her go alone when there are Nexu prowling about.
It's the other direction. That's why I'm leaving.
There might be more.
Oh, I did not think about that.
That's why I'm here. To think for you.
Hey, IT3. See that you kind of ran away from the big scary Nexu. Well, I just wanted to let you know it's all good now. The guys were able to kill 3 and or 2 of them, and 1 got away.
It was a simple matter of calculations, really. In such a narrow hallway where the creature had spent most of its time, I feared that it had the home field advantage, and I was simply thinking that in a much more open space, we might have a better chance at fighting it. You're not telling me you stood there and fought it.
Well, look at this. And I pull out the hair.
A bit of wind blows away one of your tufts. But you
No.
are, you are.
I go chase after it.
No.
Okay.
This is why I secured my stuff to my person.
So it, like, you hold out the hand and like 2 of the 3 tufts stay put, but one kind of flutters away, and you have to like take 2 good steps and catch it midair, but you get it and then you hold it back out triumphantly.
And then I shove it back in my pocket for safekeeping.
Well, I'm certainly grateful that you all were able to overcome the threat. We knew that there would be those beasts here, but I certainly was not expecting to see them. So modified?
Shiny.
Oh, they certainly were shiny. I
They were very
fear
shiny.
we have all the proof we need to state that Kratala must still be alive, or at least was alive after the crash.
So, is that good news?
Well, we have no indication of Captain Harsal being alive, but this proves that Kratala must have survived the crash. It's not necessarily bad news. You know, she's not necessarily why we're here. We are here to rendezvous and make Isotech's business connections. However, much of that relies on Miss Kratala having been alive, because it is her technology that Isotech was hoping to create business based off of. So her being alive furthers that venture, but we do not know whether the other members of that particular agreement are still with us. Perhaps Riom and Kratala can come to a new agreement, but at this point I want to hedge my bets on finding if Ropak and Captain Harsal are still alive.
Kratala doesn't seem like a very nice lady.
She cybernetically modified 3 giant tiger cat things. Tigers aren't a thing in Star Wars. She genetically modified 3 massive killing machines. So take that for what it's worth.
Awesome. Let's go find her.
She's good enough that she knew she did not want to work with the newly self-appointed emperor, so she's at least got that going for her. She doesn't seem to be outright evil. She just knows that she's capable of doing whatever the hell she wants, I feel.
Well, I get on the comm link.
Okay.
Group vote. Where are we going, guys?
Official vote, bounty hunter.
Yep. It's afternoon at this time, I feel. And I'm too lazy to go check the tapes, so it's afternoon now.
Yeah, we were in the Sonala Ora for a while.
Late
Yeah.
afternoon.
Whatever.
All right. Well, does anybody want to like rest up, or you think you're good to just go on and whatever we choose to do next?
Well, the longer we rest, the longer we have to worry about tracks losing their ability if we're to chase after this next suit to try and find the one woman that IT3 keeps mentioning. But if we're just going to go look for survivors, perhaps it would be a better idea for us to take a rest.
IT3 is going to chime in and say, well, considering it being inside the ship and whatnot, if it lived in there, there's going to be tracks all over the place, and tracks aren't necessarily going to be too much of an advantage. I mean, we could still spend all the time we wanted searching the ship if you feel like Kurtala's laboratory was still set up somewhere inside the ship. However, based on the camp no longer being here, I feel like they may have moved somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Well, then if that's the case, perhaps we should get back to our ship so that I can power up this black box and figure out more information. If the more we know, the more we'll be able to discern where we should go.
To the ship?
To the
To
ship.
the ship.
Now that I have created this new fucking map for no reason.
Hey, we gave you a reason.
And the reason is you.
Because I am Mr.
We're just
I am
full of
Mr.
terrible
Techman.
songs today. It is late afternoon, and you are back at your ship, which is parked in a little bit of clearing in the trees there. And yeah.
All right. I will enter the ship and find. I mean, I'm sure I know the ship well enough now to find a place where I can, hook this black box up to a power source and connect with it.
Sure.
While he's doing that, I'm finding the Star Wars equivalent of a Ziploc baggie to store my hair in, and then I'll stow it away.
On your person or in your room?
In my room.
Okay. Consider it done. What's everybody else doing?
I am like visibly relieved to be back at the ship, and I like pat her reassuringly as I walk up. Just
Time
happy
out.
to be
We
back
missed,
on the
we
ship.
missed one very important detail.
Oops.
Does anyone know what it is?
Oh no. This is like quiz time. I hate it.
The garage door opener.
Ding, 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 ding. If you remember, you try the garage door opener and nothing happens because somebody
That was like a joke.
somebody disconnected the Wi-Fi.
Well, I
on
will
the-
open. Yeah, but I will go up to the ship and fucking, since I was the one that did it, I'll open the freaking thing. But
I just
I'll make
want
sure-
to let you know that there is the scene of Guapo proudly, like, feet shoulder width apart, pointing a thing at the ship and clicking and it doing
click,
nothing.
click.
I very much make sure that he realizes that it doesn't work anymore. And then I go
I'm
up to the
beating
ship
on the remote.
I go up to the ship next to it, hit a couple of buttons, and the door opens, and I just walk on the ship, and I kind of give, if I could smile, I just kind of look at him and give him what would be a droid smile. My mouth lights up a little bit more than normal.
I completely missed that. And once I stow away my hair, I'm going to start working on the garage door opener, fixing it.
Copy. All right. Is there anyone opposed to like camping for the night before setting out to do other things? It's late afternoon. Y'all can spend plenty of time resting and fiddle farting around here. Is there anyone that's wanting to set out now to try and find tracks of where they might have went?
Guapo is always very anxious. He can sleep when he's dead.
I like the idea of sleeping.
Yeah, I like the idea of resting too, because like
If you try to sleep in the jungle, you might sleep when you're dead.
this is fucking 20 years in
Or-
the making. Like there's no way that we're just gonna find fresh tracks somewhere, like unless we get super fucking lucky. So yeah, Sam's cool with just chilling.
We're losing valuable time, though. I mean, this is day 4. Day 3.
I don't know. Who's tracking the days?
Who can keep track? I just walked back to my room to go to sleep.
So if you remember, it was 3 days hyperlight travel. So you're already 3 days out from the wheel. You had the day of navigating the asteroids, the nebula, and landing, and doing some scanning and stuff. And then you had the day of the escape pod and the ditching the tracking device and whatnot. And then you have today. So this is day 6 by my reckoning.
Okay, sounds about right.
Is there any way I could program an automated scan from the ship that's like an alarm that if like life forms get too close, or a life form over a certain size gets too close, it'll start waking us up?
I have no idea, and we also have no idea how the ship scanners actually work. And we've just been fucking bullshitting it at this point for the sake of the story. So if you can find something in the rules that tell me how the ship scanners work and what they're capable of doing, and
I don't think I'll find any of that, but I'll look.
then I might be willing for something. You can get all sorts of proximity alerts, but like, are you talking like, I want to know if a Nexu shows up or what?
Yeah, basically. Like I want to know if a creature my size or bigger gets within, say, 50 meters of the ship.
Okay. I'll figure out whether that happens or not. You're more than welcome to look at sensor rules to see if anything happens.
I'm looking now.
But I will lead that into the next question, which is, how do you guys plan on making it through the night? Are y'all all in the ship, close the door and lock it, and that's enough? Do you have somebody who's awake? Are they posted on guard in the cockpit? Is anyone outside the ship? Like, what's
guys,
the setup?
We might be better off going into orbit and sleeping there. It'd be more secure.
Reminder that orbit is the nebula, and you would have to like get away from the planet a little bit and then sit.
Like a low orbit.
We could just do like watches, like everybody has a different scheduled watch or something.
Yeah.
If we're really that worried about it. I mean, we left the ship by itself for how long, and we didn't even care.
I mean, I technically don't need to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You technically have 2 droids, and I feel like it's kind of cheating. Like, it's worse than the fucking elf conundrum in D&D to just be like, oh, well, the droid takes guard, and you're set. But you do have 2 droids, so...
I still do need some rest, because my strain is super fucking high right now, you guys.
Okay, so
Okay.
guard shift.
I have no
Rest
strain
recovers all
and no
strain.
wounds.
Fuck,
Zamira-
Zamira.
Yeah, Zamira is in fact pristine.
Fucking Zamira.
So guard shifts. Are y'all in the ship? Is somebody out of the ship? What's the situation?
I would vote that we stay in the ship with the door locked, and that the people who can use scanners do, which would be pretty much everyone. I don't know if Zamira knows how.
You can like leave me a post-it note with directions.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. Sounds like a bad idea. That's like leaving a post-it note for Guapo to fucking not use a grenade, and he's just like, but grenades though.
Like Groot in Guardians 2.
Right, yeah. It's like, don't hit this button. I am Groot. No, that's the button that's gonna kill us all.
I am Groot.
That was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Guardians 2 was fantastic.
One person at a time on?
Locked up, sleeping.
Sure. One person on shift, or is Sam fixing himself and then joining Zamira?
I am not going to take the first shift because I'm going to be spending time routing power to the black box to make sure that it's powered up so that I can deal with it later.
Okay.
But then so that'll be the first shift, but then after that I can take whatever shift anybody wants me to.
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick scan before, and then probably we can have Zamira take the first shift. And then the 2 pilots, then me, then Sam. That sound all right?
Good. Yeah, that sounds fine.
Sounds good.
Okay. We will get to some random stuff in a moment, but anyone who is attempting sleep, I need you to make an easy, it's actually 1 red, whatever that is. You're gonna make a 1 red discipline check to see how well you sleep tonight.
A red.
Woohoo!
Yep. Whatever that.
Wait, I
dice
read the
is
wrong
called.
thing. My bad. Well,
Okay,
it's,
question.
I'm
Do
sleeping.
I actually sleep?
You're
It's-
not sleeping, so no. And Kodo, it's the same, so you're cool.
yeah.
How did
Well,
I
no.
actually pass that?
I mean, well, no, okay. I did want to rest. I just don't know if droids actually sleep. So does it count
So
as the same
this
thing?
there's two separate things happening. The rest and regaining strain and stuff like that happens regardless.
Okay.
The check that the other folks are making right now is to determine whether they lose sleep over hearing weird noises in the jungle or cybernexu flashbacks or whatever it may be.
Sounds good.
So I have 3 of them. Zamira, are you sleeping at all tonight?
Well, after everyone else does?
Yeah, but you'll still go to sleep at some point in the night.
Yeah.
Give me a 1 red discipline check.
I sleep, but I have nightmares.
This is true.
So wait, how many do I get to heal wounds with this? My
Yeah,
knowledge of those-
standard wound regeneration rules apply here.
I think it's 2 or 3. I can't remember. But you revive all of your strain.
Yeah, strain goes away. Steven has looked up wound regeneration. I'm not on that page currently because I need to be on this page. So if somebody wants to look up real quick.
I'm on it right now. Full night's rest, you recover 1 wound.
Oh.
Yeah. Tally, you sleep. However, we're going to need to come up with something to do with that despair. So we might do like a... Did you have strain before you went to sleep?
Yeah, a lot of it actually. Sorry, it was I was at 9 strain before bed.
That's fine. Let's say that you sleep, but you're uneasy about it. So you start off tomorrow with 2 strain.
Okay.
Kodo, you are fine. You don't pass, but you don't fail, and you got some advantages. Hurricane, Katrina, you're fine, but you do have a threat. I'll look to see if there's anything on the threat. And Zamira, you're just a tad restless all night, and you can choose whether it's because you're hearing noises or can't get comfortable, or Sam's making too much fucking noise with something, or IT3 is walking up and down the hallway, or you're just so fucking excited to hit another Nexu with your big ass axe.
I'm super excited and hungry.
Oh yeah, she does require waffles intermittently throughout the night and possibly 3 a.m. oatmeal.
Hey, I was hungry, okay? I woke up and I was hungry.
Every day I wake up and there's like used bowls on the nightstands, and I'm like, did you have Cheerios? No, I had oatmeal. After
Nice.
the waffle and the cheese snack? Yeah, I was hungry.
Nice.
All right.
Go, Linus.
So about sensors, they work in passive mode or active mode. And in passive mode, they offer you a constantly updated 360-degree view of their immediate surroundings up to their range band. And in active mode, you get 1 extra band. So like in passive mode, we see everything around the ship up to our maximum range band.
Is it visual or is there thermal or?
It just says you
Yeah.
see everything. And
Yeah.
using sensors in passive mode requires no skill check. They are largely automatic, relaying the minimum amount of data their programming provides.
Yeah, so
I
I think
don't
we
know what
need
that
to
means.
I think we need to look at the actual ship sensors to see what their output is basically. And y'all got a ship with all sorts of super cool sensors, so I imagine it's pretty nifty.
It does have a lot of little
is
satellites
nifty.
on it.
Well, it's the actual model of the ship is designed for like scientific scouting and research.
Oh.
Y'all picked that over like the YT-1300 is more like cargo. So it has bigger cargo holds, but y'all got more dishes.
I was not here for picking the ship, so I blame everybody else for our ship picking purposes.
We got a good one, though.
You got a good one for scouting a planet. I'll give you that. With that said, if you want to take a moment to look at sensors and stuff like that, everyone has their good night stuff done. We are close enough to the top of our first hour of play that I'm going to hit our first 5-minute break here because things are going to happen, and I would rather not have people need to go grab water or pee halfway between it.
Okay.
So 5 minutes, everybody. We'll be back.
Cool.
All right, I'll be right back.
So there's no actual definition of the sensors. It just says they're powerful, high-definition, precision planetary scanning arrays.
Darn.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad thing to me, though. The rule book said we see everything within range.
Avengers roll call.
Here.
Here.
Hola.
If you're not here, raise your hand.
There's no actual definition for the sensors under the actual ship. It just says that it is a powerful, high-definition, precision planetary scanning array that allows it to survey a new planet from orbit. So,
that was one of the reasons that I was okay with. Remember, IT3 picked up a ship that entered planetary atmosphere when he was on guard duty that one time. That's why I was okay with it, because I knew that y'all had some like powerful scanners. We'll see what you need them for and stuff as things evolve, though. So, what was the order of watch?
Zamira, Tally, Kodo, Guapo, Sam.
Yep, sounds
And
about
we
right.
don't trust IT.
IT kind of stays. He wanders around the ship and he helps whoever's on watch as he can. But you know, yeah. So on Zamira's shift, nothing too exciting happens. But once she goes back to her bunk, she finds herself kind of restless through the night, and so she doesn't take strain, but her failure to sleep means that her strain threshold will be reduced by 2 for today.
Oh boy.
Tali gets a little bit of a rest, gets up for her shift. On her shift, there is all sorts of interesting noises coming from the jungle, because she takes over about the time that the sun sets nice and good. And so it is beyond twilight and into the darkness, and all of the fun jungle monster noises are happening. And she occasionally hears, like, there'll be a roar or something off in the distance, and everything goes spookily quiet for a little bit before birds and insects kind of pick back up again. And that gives her a little, she sleeps, but she's uneasy and wakes up with like a crick in her neck or something to justify her 2 strain from her discipline check. Kodo, on your shift, things are exciting because the sensors go off since the proximity warning or whatever was set up, or you actively notice it. A Nexu enters within 50 meters of the ship.
Oh boy.
However, unless you do anything specific, it doesn't brave any closer than kind of stalking through. It's on the ground when you first see it, and it kind of slinks through several of the trees and then climbs up into the trees and stuff. And then a little while later on your shift, you see, could be the same one or could be a different one, but it is in the trees as well, passing from one tree to another, and then kind of disappears out of range due to thickness of trees and line of sight.
Yeah, I'd say I'm not interested in fighting it, especially when everyone else is trying to sleep, but I'll definitely keep an eye on it.
Sure.
And whoever is next, I'll let them know that, hey, there's Nexu running around, but they're just running around.
You're not sure because of the range, but you do not see or detect any signs of cybernetic enhancement on the ones that you notice. So could just be that there are more Nexu in the jungle. But again, distance, like maybe it had cybernetic teeth and you just couldn't see from 45 meters away or whatever. Hurricane, you wake up and Kodo's going to brief you on some Nexu.
If he tells me they're a Nexu, I want to do a active scan, scanning the area a much wider range, which using sensors in active mode requires an easy surveillance check.
Yeah.
Which I probably suck at.
Probably. What you got?
Sorry, I'm trying to get it. Managing too many windows, and I only have one screen.
I'm going to be cool and use one of my dark side points to increase difficulty because I never remember to do that, and I just remember to do that, and I feel like of all the people that would have some difficulty actively scanning, this is the guy.
I'm good with mechanics.
Yeah, but you're easily distracted.
I can't find surveillance on the skills at all.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I think
surveillance isn't on there.
I think it's one of those things where the terms aren't the same based on when certain books came out. We've been using computers this whole time.
Yeah.
Who is the editor on this? I'm sorry, did you up the difficulty, you said?
Correct.
Yeah.
Just roll more.
I guess you
purple
still
dice.
got.
Just roll a red die.
Oh, okay.
It upgrades the difficulty, so it changes.
That was
the purple
actually
to
the
a red.
same, almost the same roll.
Just roll a red die.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought it added one.
Okay, so that red die would replace that first purple, and outcome is still the same. Cool. So you succeed. You scan, and there is, in fact, a Nexu in the trees and one on the ground for probably the first 20 or 30 minutes of your shift, and then they kind of slink away. And later you do another scan, and you do not.
Can I tell if they were cyborg Nexu?
You don't have nothing from the scanners would indicate that they were. You're fairly certain that they're just part of the jungle Nexu.
Man, I wish IT wasn't a droid. We could use him as a lure.
I mean, you can always chuck him out the airlock.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue checking the scanners throughout the entire ship, hopefully noticing if anything gets any closer throughout the entire shift, not ship.
Nothing else for the rest of your shift, and you go to sleep fairly confident in your safety.
All right. I tell Sam to keep checking too.
Okay.
I will do so.
Sam, you're gonna take over just as things are beginning to enter that like twilighty morning phase, and it takes a little bit of time for the sun to get up, and of course you can see that it's getting brighter up on the sky above you for quite a bit before it actually gets sunny down here, because y'all are down in that valley that the river had cut through the jungle. But your shift will lead you into, probably from about 5 a.m. to about 7 a.m. when folks are getting ready to get up and stirring. However, roll me a D100.
Oh boy, I don't want to do that.
Don't roll a 37.
I rolled a 21.
Okay, well that's great. Some things are gonna happen. You are sitting in the cockpit, or unless you wanted to be on watch somewhere else, let me know.
No, the cockpit seems like a fine place.
Cool. You are in the cockpit, and there's probably about 15-20 minutes left of your designated shift, and folks are gonna kind of wake up when they want and stuff like that. But your shift, if everyone gets fair timing, your shift's nearing the last half hour when you hear the noise of another ship rocket above you, and you look out and up through the cockpit, and you see a ship, and it's going to make a sweep and then kind of bank around and come back towards where y'all are at. And then
boy.
It's going to begin, it's clear that they're looking for a spot to land, basically. And you recognize it as a YT 2400.
Okay. Did we know what kind of ship that we scanned earlier, or no?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna get on the comms then, or on the main intercom for the ship, and be like, "Everybody, wake up!"
I'm gonna just have your tokens near the ship, but y'all are very much on board the ship.
Do a full scan, Sam.
Well, first, I'm gonna make sure you guys all wake up. So I am going to annoyingly on the intercom for the ship just be like, "Wake up! Wake 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 up!"
Birds are flying everywhere. Lots of noise.
I think it's the inside of the ship, isn't it? I'm not projecting
No.
this out.
A fucking spaceship just flew over the trees, asshole.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Are we all awake now? Sounding the alarm.
Yep. She's hunkering down and beginning to lower into the trees not too far away.
That must be really difficult because it was hard for us to land too.
Yeah,
Alright, so I
they're
run to
making
my-
checks. That's why I'm giving you bits and pieces. I love you so much.
Do a full scan, Sam.
Yep, I am going to instantly, as soon as I do that and calm everybody, I am going to instantly start doing my beautiful droid magic on the scanners to try and scan. If they're not that far away, then yeah, I'm gonna like focus. If I can, I'm gonna active scan on their ship specifically. Like what I can look for. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for
People and weapons, just whatever's on their ship. Like I just want to scan their ship specifically. They're not very far away.
I've made it to the cockpit by now, and I'm gonna, if I can, raise the shields.
Sure. So you scan the ship, and there's at least a half dozen or so signatures, I guess, people on the ship, but it is fully hunkered down in the trees nearby. You guys should see it on the map.
Yeah, I see it. That's what I'm saying. It's not that far away.
I'm gonna march on over there and tell them to get out of our.
Oddly enough, it looks just like the fucking Rhodian ship that we saw at fucking the place earlier that we were not able to steal because Kodo was not able to steal it.
Are you actually getting out of the ship, Hurricane?
Yeah, I'm packing up to go march on over there and tell them off.
Oh, no, you don't. I grab him by like the scruff on his neck before he's trying to walk away. Let's see what we're up against first here.
I can take them.
There are at least half a dozen combatants on the other ship. If we are to engage them,
So if they get 6 more, it'll be a fair fight.
Nice.
maybe.
But you're still not going yet.
Whatever we do, we cannot let them damage our ship, because if they damage our ship, there's a chance that they could damage the black box from the Sonala ore, and we will lose our leverage.
I know a way to damage their ship.
Well, what we could do is just take ours out into orbit, see if they follow us, and fight them in space, or, you know.
They just parked. Let's just blast them.
This
Fly ours up and shoot them while they're parked.
This planet is a very remote location. It is highly likely that they are the ones that followed us here from earlier. I doubt there would be many
Landing
other
ramp
ships
is
we would
lowering.
find.
I vote we shoot them.
Can we tell
Me too.
that it's definitely them from earlier?
Oh, we killed all those guys. I'm just saying it's a very similar looking ship.
I mean, they clearly followed us, but are they willing to talk, or?
Intelligence check. And somebody can make a hard perception check if you want. Average on the intelligence if you're just trying to see if it's the same ship. Hard perception, but I'll only allow 2 out of the 6 of you to make the check.
I suck at both of those, so I'm not going to be any help in either of those
Which is it?
situations.
I have a
What'd
cute
you say?
census.
What's the check?
Speak up, please.
What's the check?
It is a 2 purple average check to see if you recognize this ship, and it is a hard 3 purple perception for something I'm going to tell anyone who's successful at it.
I'll do the other perception check. Since I was on the spot of these guys first, and I've got a halfway decent one.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice going, guys.
Kodo and Sam, from the cockpit, it is very clear that their dorsal cannon is pointed at your ship as well. So you think opening fire would mean that fire between the 2 ships would happen. Like, you're not just going to get a free shot.
Okay. I'll look to Kodo and be like,
Guapo.
this means that one of us at least needs to stay on the ship and make sure that we can fire back should their ship fire upon us. But their their what is it called? God damn it! Fucking
Dorsal cannon.
No, their bridge thingy. The
Cockpit.
The thing,
Loading ramp.
The loading ramp. Thank you.
Just gotta keep guessing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Their loading ramp did just lower, so they are definitely sending people out. However, I don't think that this is a good situation for us if they are already focused on us.
I'm gonna get on the comm link and in all public channels call out ugly ship with 6 stupid people. Identify yourselves.
You garner
Oh, no.
exactly 0 response, but there are going to be a couple of ships beginning to walk down the loading ramp.
What do
I'm
they
going
look like?
to just
You're
because
going
they're already focused targeted on us on our ship. I'm just gonna like move our cannon to focus on them, but I'm not gonna fire.
Sure. I had kind of assumed you had already done that.
Yeah.
And we got our shields up, right?
Yep.
Yep. And
Are their
it's a-
shields up?
It's a safe bet to assume that theirs are as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet.
A couple of Trandoshans have walked down to the bottom of the ramp, but not in a way that you'd be able to shoot at them without them being. They're still within the ship's shield, basically, and they're very much under. The tokens are outside of the ship, but you know where the ramp is on this bad boy. So
Whoever's the most skilled at using the ship's guns should be the one to stay behind. I am not skilled in such things, so I believe that I should move forward. I'm a bit better with my own blaster than I am with large ship cannons.
Are we for sure just gonna fight these guys?
Not 100%
Trandoshans,
sure.
they're not friendly. They're slavers.
Well, we're still not 100% sure, but
I'm
nobody
100% sure.
cuts them off guard.
literally no one made an intelligence check. Last
Yeah.
chance on
Well,
that.
what is intelligence? Like lore, outer rim, core worlds,
No,
underworld?
I just wanted to, like, whatever your stat is, if your stat's 3, roll 3 green dice for intellect.
Okay. With what difficulty?
I said average, I believe.
No.
It's a ship. Okay, so nobody recognizes the ship.
Damn, I should have went.
Sure, fuck it, go.
You sure it's fine? We already did one
Go.
check.
Go. Kodo,
Oh, jeez.
the guy who's been eyeballing ships like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't need that red in there, did you? Still doesn't matter. Fuck it. You guys can't put 2 and 2 together just yet. You're more freaked out about the
We're
fact
tired.
that somebody is here and has just woke your asses up. So you do get a hell back on open frequencies at this point. And it's simply going to be a threat. It's in Galactic Basic. And it's going to be you have 10 minutes to leave or to come talk. But if you continue to sit there and do nothing, we will proceed to open fire.
I am getting back on the comm link and saying, no, you have 10 minutes to
like-
leave. We were here first.
I'm trying to like stop him and keep him from getting all the way through. We cut off like the last like couple
A
of
couple of seconds of
It's like, we were here.
and I go over the comm and say, talk about what?
the fact that this salvage now belongs to the Yayar clan, and your claim on it has become forfeit. So take the opportunity that's presented to you to leave this planet with your lives and don't come back.
I am manning the gun controls.
No.
I'm not shooting. I'm just getting ready.
I look around at everyone like, yeah, they're bad guys. Polite, but still bad guys. I piloting checks I'm pretty good at, so I'm okay with staying on the ship if we want to shoot with that. Otherwise, I'll just join you guys with blaster.
Well, they have the advantage on us at the moment, as they're all still either surrounded by their shields or on their ship.
If
Yeah,
you
they're all
don't
leading.
say
They're
anything in the
disembarking,
next 30 seconds, they're going to call back and say, you can even go ahead and start all of the shit you want with this ship. We have more ships on the way, and they will very much deal with you when they arrive.
It's a bluff, guys. I'm going to
You-
get on the comlink, say, okay. I'm going to come out, and we're going to talk. But no one better have any weapons drawn.
We're not that stupid.
You look like it.
You're like, darn, thought that would work. All right.
The
well,
the
kill 'em and hit.
Trandoshans very much do have weapons.
Well, apparently you don't want to talk then. You just want to get shot in the face.
I feel like the desire is mutual at this point. Is there anyone else over there we can talk to?
Fine. What is it exactly that you want besides this salvage? Or, well, no, you said that you wished for the salvage. However, we were hired to do what we are doing, and we have no true intention of leaving. So, if you wish us to leave, besides just threatening our lives, you better make it worth our while.
Well, you were hired to find the ship, and you found it, so now's your chance to leave with your lives, go back, get paid for finding the ship, and you have no claim to the ship over anyone else.
Considering that you followed our signature here, we actually have more claim over the ship than you do, because you're just scavengers trying to eke out a meager existence within the galaxy. So
Get him, Sam.
we definitely have more claim over the ship than you do. However, you're trying to threaten us with violence, and I'm trying to make a very normal and base.
A very normal what?
Sorry, a very normal negotiation to happen between us. You said that you wanted to talk. Well, then if we're going to talk, all of your people come off of that ship right now, while all of our people come off of our ship, and we meet in the middle.
All right, let's get to it.
Sounds good. All right. I'm fine with leaving the ship first to like go talk to them, unless you guys think that I should stay back and shoot the guns from the ship. What do you think?
If they're all getting off and we're all getting off,
Giggity.
then
All right.
I'm only gonna move like a short distance and see. There's only two of them.
No, I have layers and tokens to deal with. I accidentally selected the ship.
It's fine. Just making sure.
I am going to walk off the ship with pistol drawn and a grenade in the other hand.
Oh yeah, Sam's definitely got his arm pistol out and ready.
Hurricane, try not to make a mess of things. Stand behind me at first so they can't see you.
You stand behind me. I'll protect you.
I don't have any weapons drawn. I'm going to try to talk to them.
They are approaching with weapons drawn.
Yeah, I've got my weapon drawn. Definitely. I'll move just a little bit. Move to right here.
Are you okay, fam?
Yeah, I'm fine. I smoke too much, you guys. I smoke too much cigarettes. All right, just don't worry about me.
Oh. Okay, so I walk up with my hands open, showing that don't have any weapons, and say, listen, we can save you some time. We already salvaged the ship. There's nothing there. We've gone through it. It's been stripped. Feel free to go check it out for yourselves. We're going to rest here for the rest of the night, and then we're going to head out. How does that sound? And I can do a charm roll if you want.
Sure. I'm keeping a note that you said that, but let me go ahead and give you a description of like these folks so you know what you're dealing with.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Jump again.
Nope, it's fine. I just want you to know that there are 2 Trandoshans and 4 Rhodians. 3 of the Rhodians seem like the same kind of goons and stuff that y'all ran into on the wheel. They're dressed in the same fucking typical salvager, scrounger kind of gear, but one of them is clearly like the boss calling the shots kind of guy. Cooler armor. You notice that he's got one blind eye and like scars across, they have that like snout thing. He's got a line of scars across the snout, like he's clearly the grizzled leader of the pack, and the way that they are approaching, like he's protected kind of in the middle.
You said the leader was Rhodian?
Yeah. He's got the red outline.
Right.
He has standby. I want to make sure I get these descriptions correct for you. But unfortunately, I have to flip back to chapter 1 to find out what these guys have. Alright, blaster pistol. Everybody's got blaster pistols. The boss guy has a heavy blaster pistol. Right. So, Tally, you said we checked the ship. There's nothing on there. We're going to leave tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Charm or... I don't have a character sheet open. Whatever the diplomacy type skills are.
Yeah, charm is the one I would go with. 2 purple.
It's actually going to be 2 red and a purple.
Ooh.
2 red and a purple.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use charm, and then if I wanted to use a light side point, do I have to click use light side before or after I do my roll?
Just click it before. I don't think it matters.
It upgrades your roll, but you have to use it before.
Okay, so it does actually change on y'all's sheet. Neat.
Oh man, so it probably would have helped me. That's all right. Okay.
Did you upgrade your roll?
No, I chose not to. I chose to just go with it because I didn't want to waste a point.
Okay. He's going to say, well, that's all fine and dandy. We will be conducting our own search of the ship. And so if you say that there is nothing on the ship worth salvaging and that you guys are just going to leave in the morning, then there's absolutely no reason that you can't leave now and take your lives with you.
I'll take your life with me.
You do what to my wife?
What?
You do look familiar.
I whispered to him, I feel like you're not helping my cause right now.
I'm going to point to this Rhodian right here and say, I feel like I recognize you. Could I have killed your brother on the wheel?
Are you attempting to intimidate, or are you just being goofy? Or...
No, I'm just being a dick.
Well, so much for trying to talk to him.
Right, yeah.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I have the quick draw thing, so I can use whatever. I guess I draw my pistol.
Look, we think we're being more than reasonable. You said you were hired to find the ship and found the ship you have. So you can scoot on back to the wheel and report to the Twi'lek that you found the ship, and, he can send as many people as he wants to come here to their deaths, but this ship belongs to the Yayar clan.
Again, the ones that are being unreasonable are you. You're trying to tell us that our job is invalid and therefore...
No, we're not telling you your job is invalid. We're telling you your job is done.
Unfortunately, our job is not done. And if you don't back off, then you're all going to die, much like your friends back on the wheel.
What's an intimidation? Is intimidation a thing? I should really open a character sheet.
I don't know.
Were you also hired by someone to come check this out, or are you just doing this for your clan?
You want to make like a knowledge
Sure.
outer rim, I guess.
I'm good with that.
2 purple or?
Yeah.
Okay. Outer rim. Oh.
Of course, I open an NPC sheet and they're different than
How about
character sheets.
Underworld?
Yeah, Underworld would work.
Damn. No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I have no idea what intimidation would be because there's not an actual intimidation check.
Is there not?
Let's see.
We got charm, coercion, discipline.
It's coercion.
Yeah, it would probably
Yeah.
be coercion. Yeah.
Sure, make one of them. Tally, you don't know anything about no Yayar clans.
Okay.
Is there anyone else who thinks they would have a reason to know about the Yayar clan?
I have proficiency in outer rim intelligence, but other than that,
I'll give you a little blue boost if you want to try.
Anyone who does like mid to outer rim black market sales or work, I feel like with y'all working with the Pikes, maybe it's swingable.
I don't pay attention to politics.
Okay.
Also, what's the difficulty of my coercion?
It is actually going to be 2 reds and a purple.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's bad, you guys. This is gonna be real bad.
I think I totally could have worked for them or something. Why not?
Okay. You wanna make a Jesus.
Shit.
Oh my god.
I told you guys it was gonna be bad.
You could have had a little blue, maybe.
I did get one success.
You did get a success. We'll see how that goes here in a second. Hun, if you would like to make an underworld or outer rim check at an average 2 purple.
Where's Underworld? Oh, I see it.
Okay, sure. I don't think you've worked for them specifically, but in your dealings with various less than upright individuals, you know that the Yayar clan is kind of, for lack of a better word, rejects from their homeworld, and they're made up of mostly Rhodians. They don't really operate on their homeworld. Like I said, they're more found in places like the Wheel and other space stations and places like that. But they're kind of like a salvaging company, and they've been expanding as of late to get more into the stuff it takes to offload the salvage that they get. So they're all about finding derelict spacecraft and planets where old bases or sliding in after a war or a conflict, ripping everything that they can out and then moving it to places like the Wheel where they hold it in warehouses and slowly offload any ship pieces, tech that they can get, stuff like that. So it totally makes sense that they would be the kind of people that have joined in the treasure hunt for this ship over the last decade or so. Even though it's been missing for 2 decades, the last decade or so they would have been kind of keeping an ear to the ground because this is exactly up their alley. Yeah. Now to figure out what to do with Mr. 1 Success fucking 5 threats over here.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's find out what happens.
Let me check the book before I improv anything, since I've already fucked up a few things here in this
I feel like
adventure.
that was a fantastic check. Just putting that out there.
Fantastic. Barely succeeding in a half dozen threats.
That's totally cool. I still feel like I succeeded. I still feel like they're very scared of me.
Okay, not a whole lot to work with here, but let's see. Your threat of killing him is not gonna like make him bow, run, scrape, and give up instantly, but he does kind of take into the fact that it's fairly even number of people, even number of ships currently, and you can see like him making the processing like, yeah, he might have backup on the way, but that doesn't necessarily stop him from dying now. So he's gonna weigh it over for a second, kind of scratch underneath his lack of a chin, snout, whatnot, and he's gonna be like, okay, look, you said that there's nothing of value on the ship, and I'm assuming that you have no interest in the hulk of metal itself. So again, there's no reason that we can't come to a mutually beneficial arrangement here. You have found the ship that you were hard to find. I don't know what else it is that the scumbag on the wheel has you doing, but I don't see what he would need with the old wreck of the ship. So you guys can continue off and go do whatever it is that you are stepping and fetching for him, and we are going to begin to strip down the wreck, and there's no reason that should interfere.
The
Right?
scumbag on the wheel. Why do you have a problem with him?
Well, he seems to think that he's better than us, and he seems to think that we don't have any right to be selling our wares and stuff on the wheel, and he has gone out of his way to try and politic what should very much be just a cut and dry business deal. If you have something to sell and somebody wants to buy it, then so be it, but he feels the need to try and be the only one selling technology, and yeah, we're not gonna bend, bow, and scrape to his silliness. We outnumber him, and we are stronger than him, and he's gonna continue on like that. Did you?
Well,
have
he
something to say?
definitely smells better than you. Do you guys not have a refresher on your ship?
Please don't listen to the little one. He does not speak for all of us. If what you're looking for is mere salvage, then you have plenty to look forward to on that ship, as well as the other pieces that are lying about. We're looking for something else, so our paths do not have to have us kill each other. If what you're looking for is simple salvage, as I said, you've got plenty to look forward to.
So, can we expect that you will be leaving the planet, or?
We will not be leaving the planet. We still have a mission to complete. But we are not looking for salvage from the ship as you are. So our paths should not intersect again as long as you don't come after us whenever your friends show up.
Although your ship seems to be better salvaged than the Salanala ore.
Thank you. I don't think he realizes that was an insult.
I raise an eyebrow at him like, what are you trying to say?
Our ship's better than a 20-year-old wreck. I don't. Okay.
Look,
No, I'm saying that I might salvage your ship.
The joke becomes less funny
No.
if you have to explain it.
That's true.
I wasn't trying to be that funny.
anyway,
It's apparent.
no one in my group apparently understands the plight that you're going through, but I do. I have been discriminated and hated against because of what I am, and I can understand that. However, we have no reasons to kill each other. You're going through whatever it is. Was that Eminem lyrics? I didn't think so, but okay, fine, whatever. Your mission and our mission are obviously very different, and there's no reason that we can't share this massive of a planet. So you salvage whatever you want from the ship, and I'll even give you fair warning that there are cybernetically enhanced creatures on the ship.
I've been patiently waiting to see if you guys let these guys just wander into Cybernexu Nest.
Oh, man.
I am trying to fucking make sure that... Like,
Sam,
okay,
this is why we leave you on the ship.
dude, out of character, these guys could probably fucking kill the shit out of us. They have better weaponry.
They have
and
pistols.
everything.
They have pistols.
But if we could send them on their way, they could get killed by the Nexu and we could just leave.
Yeah, but it's only one Nexu, and we fucking
There
killed
could
like...
be more. We
That's-
found two
there
more.
could be.
Just because of grenades, really.
I don't know. If you want me to
Man.
retcon that, I can. But
No, it's
probably
fine.
not.
Nope.
It's fine.
Done is done.
Yeah.
Done.
Maybe
And
like
I
they
was,
go
like,
in,
making a
they
motion of-
fight the Nexu, they kill the Nexu, but the Nexu takes a couple of them out. Now it's an easier job for us.
That's true too. If they try to come after us, but if they have, well, okay. My thing is out of character. If they do actually have more people coming to this fucking planet, we're fucked. Like if they get back up, we're screwed.
That's why we
but
should
it's
kill them now.
probably at least a day out, maybe even more. And they could be bluffing. There might not even be any backup. They seem
Yeah, there
kind of
might
like
not be.
a.
They don't seem like the kind of people that would
Ragtag.
have friends. I wouldn't hang out with them.
What's the consensus
They
right
smell
now?
bad.
Does anybody want to fight,
Their
or does
ship
anybody want
sucks.
to just?
Let me ask tacticals. How many of them are within engaged range of each other? For just hypothetical reasons.
If you were trying to
He's gonna throw a
grenade
grenade.
anybody,
I
would
wasn't saying
say-
that. I
No.
wasn't saying the G word.
this is a descriptor. If you were trying to grenade anybody, and I'm assuming you would have priority on the leader guy, you could probably get the leader guy and two of them. Like you could get the grenade.
Trandoshans?
Well, you could get the grenade so that you hit. Again, map is
Like
not
there,
accurate
or like
representation. You could get leader and one of each flavor. You could get leader and 2 Trandoshan, or you could get maybe leader and 2 Rhodians. So like you could get no more than 3 of any given thing if you were tossing it on the leader, who is clearly in the center.
What if I didn't toss it on the leader? Could I get like that? Could I get?
Again,
Is it 3 no matter what, basically?
I might let you get 4, but it's going to be a harder throw because you would be throwing it
Further.
over or around
Yeah.
and further. And again, map is not true to actual.
What if he did bomb bowling like in fucking in Zelda?
I'm gonna give a Trandoshan a real good chance of kicking that fucking thing back at you.
Yeah, don't do that then, please. God, please don't do that. I wasn't saying that we didn't want to fight these guys. Honestly, I was just talking to them until somebody fucking did something because I was just trying to fucking just. They seem to
Alright.
warm up to me. So like, you guys do whatever the fuck you want, and I'm totally cool with it. And Sam's gonna back you up, but there is a whole other ship over there that we can salvage and get all kinds of cool shit off of. I'm just saying. So like,
Wait, what do you mean by that? Whole other ship? The
Their
one that's on
ship.
the other side of the
This
lake. Oh, there.
big free. There's their ship. Like we can go and get.
What do you think?
Like their
Kodo?
ship is well kept. Like we could get cool shit off of it. We don't know. You know, like.
Yeah. All right. How do they respond to us telling them about the Nexu?
Say that again.
Do they even believe us that we're telling them about cybernetic?
When they heard
Nexu?
Sam talk about the Nexu, what did they do?
They don't really have eyebrows, but you like imagine an eyebrow raise, like fucking cybernetically enhanced Nexu. They haven't seen a Nexu to your knowledge. You don't know if they know what that is. You don't get an immediate like, oh shit, cybernetic Nexu, fuck this, we're getting on the ship. But you also don't get a like, cybernetic Nexu, cool, I have 2 of those with my breakfast.
Okay, with my
Okay.
left hand, I'm gonna gently reach down and hold up the claw that I got off of one of the Nexu and be like, "Where do you think that I got this from?" And it's
So you get it,
definitely like the-
yeah, you get like a. We don't know what you're expecting us to say to that. Kind of like, okay, yeah, sure. Cybernetically enhanced jungle beast on the boat.
So what you're saying is they're warming up to us.
They're still, there ain't your buddies, but y'all seem to be coming to,
Fuck it, I'm throwing the grenade.
God damn it. At least Sam
I
and
knew
I
he was doing
tried.
it.
We tried.
No. That's why. Okay, that's also why that I held it up with my left hand. If I fucking see him throw that grenade, I shoot this Trandoshan. Like I fucking blast him in the face. I swear.
Surprise,
Like,
bitch.
I do cook it for just
my
a
right-
second.
'cause
Not
my
very
right
long,
hand-
but just a
my
little
right
bit before I
hand,
throw it.
my right hand is definitely the one that has my heavy blaster into it. So
okay.
I'm
Dale.
gonna throw it
Yeah.
the 3 here in the front.
Okay.
Are we going initiative? Like, do I
yeah,
have to
we're-
wait for my turn?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna
No,
say.
you can surprise me.
They all have weapons drawn, and while y'all were
Right.
having a conversation, like it's not like you caught them off
Right,
guard.
right.
They're still dealing with a hostile.
I get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Roll high, don't die.
Roll high, don't die.
Oh god, I'm so bad at freaking initiative, you guys.
Let me open the turn order thing before you click anything.
I know.
Let me clear out the turn order thing.
And it's cool, right? Not vigilance. Yeah, cool is prepared.
Yeah, everyone's prepared, so it's cool all the way down.
Oh
Yeah.
Hey, I got advantage.
I was like, why isn't my thing working? But then I remembered I'm on the measure tool.
Alright, before we start combat, I will be right back.
Same. Be right back.
I still
will
have to
be
figure out why
right
my
here.
frag grenade's not working. I never even messed with it last time.
Oh shit, I was supposed to. These are supposed to be minion guys. Who all go on the same turn. Let me look
I
at this.
accidentally rolled 2 purples.
You did accidentally roll 2 purples. You're the only person to fail an initiative check.
It's alright, we still love you.
Do you want me to redo it?
Yes, please. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. So one of them was 0 was Zamira before, because there's only 5 of y'all, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Well, IT though.
Same. I'm back.
I guess
Yeah,
he's
I'll
not a
just
PC.
I'll keep IT as one of the PC turns, so that I don't have to remember which one's
Right.
him in the NPC turns.
I also don't think IT is really going to do much for us.
Well, he needs a
Unless
turn
he
to
can-
run away.
Unless he can get in the ship and start shooting these assholes, I don't think that there's much he can really do for us.
Are you guys gonna try to integrate ship into this combat?
I mean, they're all off of their
Coda's
ship
pretty
as far as
close.
we know.
I just need to know.
I
so
would
that-
like to.
Yeah. Sure.
There's
feel like the only
there is
way
a
I want
chance
it-
of it, DM. There is a chance that I'll tell IP or IT3 to frickin' get into the ship and fire on
Man the
these assholes.
harpoons.
Well, Kodo's right
Yeah.
next to the landing pad still. He didn't come very far out.
I
Yeah.
could.
Is it gonna be just a
Because-
piloting check to shoot?
It's gunnery.
It's
I think.
gunnery. Yeah, it's
Well,
gunnery.
I think on your, I don't know on your ship whether the pilot can shoot or whether somebody has to be in the gun turret. I think somebody has to be in the gun turret.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be in the gun because gunnery is a separate skill.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Um,
I'm saying with certain craft, if you are the pilot, you can also use a gunnery skill check while piloting, right? Like if
But
you
our-
were
but
making,
yeah.
if you were driving a speeder bike that had a gun mounted on it, like a scout trooper speeder bike, you could make a gunnery check while you are the pilot of that craft. However,
okay,
with
right.
yours, I think somebody has to physically be sitting in the seat on the gun. I think the guns are very much akin to the Millennium Falcon guns, but I
Right.
don't actually know your ship loadout.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm looking
We
it
really
up.
need to. Guys, we learned this system so well that I feel like we'll never learn another system better. And
Well, that's one of the reasons I was asking, so that I can go like pull up starship
Right.
rules if that's going to be a thing in this fight. I'm not telling you can't. I might need to open a different book.
I'll say that
explain it very well is the problem.
I'll say that it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Koda's right
Yeah,
there, so
for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah, it's
Don't
definitely a
keep on
possibility.
thinking- I'm definitely down for getting in a ship,
Yeah,
but not
That's
this
raised.
ship.
Yeah.
This ship.
I see what he's doing there, and I was just wondering if Kodo was going to steal y'all's ship and start his life of crime with his own. Just him and a protocol droid.
No,
Shut up,
I have-
IT.
I have every intention of yeah, there.
Okay, I'll keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
I was gonna say.
My eyes are on that prize. Which
Okay.
is why I should get closer.
Got it.
Like here.
I'm going to use the restroom real quick before we kick off combat. So
That's a good idea.
do the same.
All right, just gotta do one more thing before we kick off combat, and I'll be right back.
So, Kodo, are you gonna try to like circle around, you think? And like take over their ship?
Yeah, but like I don't want to. It's not. I'm not gonna do like a mad dash. You know, I'm like, oh hey, peace, y'all. I'm taking the ship. Like, I wanna. If we can take out a few of their guys, then I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll
Like-
go back to our ship and we can like duel both of them going to like killing them off with the guns from
Yeah.
the ship.
So there are absolutely no rules on the difference between shooting from a cockpit and shooting from a turret. It just says
So-
that you don't have to be the pilot to perform a combat check. And it is a gunnery skill.
Because I suck at gunnery. I only have 2 greens.
Yeah, I mean, I have 4 greens for gunnery, but I'd still rather be on the ground, so. I mean, 2 greens is
mean-
better than nothing.
Okay. I mean, I still have my blaster. It's not
Oh,
like I'm totally
I have 4 greens in gunnery.
cool.
It might be better for you just to stay on the ground. If anything, we can have IT shoot the ship. Because they're not in their ship. They're not going to be shooting back at us with their ship weapon.
Yeah, but IT
Right, yeah.
didn't
My whole thing
not
was
gonna-
not to shoot at the other ship, was to shoot at them on the
Right,
ground
right,
with the
right.
ship
Right.
cannons, because they'll be. Although I'm
That's
a little
what we're
worried
saying.
about Zamira, if that's because I'm not sure if they have like AOE damage. I mean, they're fucking ship cannons, so I'm assuming that they hit pretty hard and that they do more than just like 1 square of damage or whatever.
The
But,
problem is accuracy.
right, that too. Yeah, yeah,
Because they have a very small silhouette compared to ships.
right.
I'm back. She's grabbing a snack real quick, and then we'll start.
All right.
So just to sum it up for you, Seal, when it comes to shooting a weapon from a ship, it doesn't say you have to be in a turret or a cockpit. It just says you don't have to be the pilot.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing specific on our ship or in the core rules about either one. They left it vague on purpose, I think.
That's fine. I'm gonna say somebody has to be in the turret. And I'm the DM, so I can say that.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah. Kodo's gonna be trying to run and steal their ship.
Yeah, but like not immediately. Like
Yeah. No,
I'm
I'm just
saying that if we can,
keeping what pages of the book I have open in mind.
Right.
And then once she says she's back, we'll start with the first NPC turn. How many grenades does this guy have? Oh, they didn't give this guy any grenades.
that's so not nice.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's kind of a cool guy. Kinda. Though he doesn't have a cool nickname like some of the other NPCs in there.
You can just make one up. What's his name?
His name, since none of you guys asked, you were trying to be his friends but didn't even ask. His name is Yav Yayar. Because they want to make the names as hard as fuck to possible.
Uh-huh.
I'll go ahead and put that in the chat.
I'll check his name when I find his driver's license as I'm going through his pockets.
Yaivar? Yayar? Yaivar?
Sorry,
Yayar.
there's a Y. I'm sorry, I mistyped. It's a Yayar. I was trying to get to the journal so I could just share his character sheet.
We just call him, he can have a nickname. We can call him Salad Fingers. Yeah, Salad Fingers, Yayar. I mean, look, he's green. Kind of works.
Salad
Maybe
Fingers was the original AMSR. Changed my mind.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Definitely.
Salad Fingers was fucking horrifying. How dare you all?
No.
Hun, are you back yet?
Yeah.
Okay. First turn is gonna be for Mr. Yav Yayar. He is going to notice that hostile intent is taking place, and he's already got his weapon leveled, and he is going to fire a blaster shot at eeny, meeny, miny, mo, the Chadger fan, who's been talking shit and seems to be about to hurl a grenade.
Yav shot first.
Yav did, in fact, shoot first.
Wow.
One of them rode-ins.
Quick draw McGraw over there. Jeez.
Well, he didn't have to quick draw because he had it drawn already. We're going to say, what do you feel like, guys? Medium range is appropriate?
Seems reasonable.
Or do you have any reason that you would have kept it long range and been yelling at them?
I would have been short range for the grenade.
You say that.
Yeah, I thought I was at medium where I was, but maybe not. Maybe I'm at long.
Yeah, I was definitely at medium.
Okay. Does anyone want to be closer than medium? Tally and Sam are saying medium.
I do.
I wanted to be closer than medium.
Okay. Well,
I figured the two of us were like being
Yeah.
weird in front.
So right around there.
Yeah, just for a good visual representation.
So is that where we're at? Right there?
Kodo, did you want to be with the Tally Sam group or?
I mean,
Sure.
I didn't want to be back here. I wanted to be close.
Oh, move your goddamn token. Act like you're in the game, Rick.
I did move my token. And then you move people again.
If you're moving your token and I grab your token and move, because it doesn't update until you've done it. If we're doing it at the same time, I'm the GM and I take precedence.
Yeah. But like I was with Tally, and then you moved her to Sam.
Sure. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
so-
I'm terrible. This guy shoots at your Chadger fan. But I can't just click buttons
Because
like
I'm
I
so
do
sexy, he's jealous.
Yeah. I can't just click buttons like I do in D&D. So even though I have token actions, I still have to open the dice pool to add the 2 purples.
Oh.
Did you use the stun setting?
He did not use the stun setting. He's going to hit you for 7, 8, 9 damage. And I totally need to open that whole how to spin threat things. I'm going to say he shoots at you and he immediately turns on his heels and starts heading towards the ship. And since he's running, he has a setback on his next attack.
Pansy.
Yep, so help me remember setback on that guy.
Okay.
PC turn.
Zamira, if you don't mind, I'd rather throw my grenade before you get in there.
Do it.
So now that he moved, what would be my best option here? It's engaged, is the range on it. Like, I am in short range, but then wherever it explodes, the blast radius is engaged.
You can hit a Trandoshan and a Rhodian, and you pick which ones.
All right, I'll do those two. And let's see if it works this time. It does not. It's 1 purple, right?
If you're at short range, yeah. Unless grenades work different.
Holy shit, that's 3 purple.
Sorry, I have to use the dice pool for bad guys. So just disregard the second 2, which means you get a success and 2 more advantage.
Yeah. All right.
Yay!
So
Help me remember to clear dice pool. So
that would
a
mean
success and 5
9
advantage.
damage on 1 and 7 on the.
Okey-dokey.
9 on the Trandoshan, please, if I'm allowed to choose.
Sure. Let me read something, because this is technically a minion group, and if you remember the stormtroopers, they act a little funny.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So they have a soak of 4, so you will do 5 damage to the Trandoshan, and what are you doing to the Rhodian?
7.
Okay, so they are both still up. Actually, no, you actually do kill one, because of the way that, again, I know you do this much damage to one guy and that much damage to another, but for those of you at home and for those of you looking forward to learning the way Star Wars goes, since you're playing it, they're a minion group, and minions share hit points based on the total number of minions. So let's say that they have 5 wound threshold and there's 4 minions. Oh shit, I miscounted. Back to that in a second. Let's say that they have a 5 wound threshold and there's 4 of them. Once you do 5 damage, a minion dies. Even if you shoot each individual for 1 damage for the sake of story, after dealing 5 damage to the clump,
right,
one goes away. Also, their skills and stuff are increased because they attack together, basically, and their skills are deadlier as a clump, and as you whittle them down, they get less dice on their attacks, basically. So, yeah, you do, what did we say? 9 damage?
9 and 7.
9 and 7, so that's going to be a 5 and a 3, which is 8 total, which is in fact enough to wipe one. Would you like to kill the Rhodian or the Trandoshan?
Trandoshan, because they're ugly. Cool. I mean, Rhodians are ugly too, but. And I'm going to use my advantage to give Zamira a boost. And I'm going to drop prone. Yeah.
Nice job.
Okay.
Way to kick ass.
PC
That's what I
turn.
do.
Can I go?
Go, Zamira.
So we're close enough that I can like run up to them in one move, right?
You're short range, so you'd be able to reach the minions. Yav would probably be too far.
You can reach a Trandoshan or one of the first Rhodians. The guy with a different token, is medium away from you, and Yav is medium away from you.
Get that guy so you can get Yav next. Okay, get the Trandoshan.
And it's just 1 purple?
Yes.
Yes. It should be empty, but let me check the dice pool. Yes.
Do it.
If you, oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, sweet
and
baby
is
Jesus.
Is that a triumph, I see?
That is a triumph. So she's going to do
Nice.
3, 4, 5. She's going to ignore 2 of their soak. Shitload of advantage, which she can use for her sunders or her other stuffs. She can crit. She can crit multiple times. What do you want to do, hon?
Crit?
Sure. I actually have to open another book real quick for how crits work on minions. Entertain yourselves.
So, did I do good?
Nice
Yeah, you did
job.
I'm going to read it aloud, even though you heard some of this information before. This is straight out of that starter set thing. So, because the starter set is notorious for getting shit wrong, it might actually be wrong in the core book, but fuck it, here we go. Minion group has a single wound threshold shared by all minions of the group. This wound threshold is equal to the sum of the wound threshold of every member of the group. For example, a group of 3 stormtroopers, each with a wound threshold of 5, has a total of 15. Anytime a member of the group suffers wounds, the wounds are applied to the group's wound threshold. Individuals of the group are defeated one at a time. Anytime a total wound suffered exceeds that group's members' share of the total wound threshold. When the total wound suffered exceeds 15, the third and final stormtrooper would be defeated. If a minion group suffers a critical injury, it immediately suffers wounds equal to the wound threshold of one member of the group. In other words, one member of the group is instantly defeated.
Yeah, it is.
She
Nice.
kills the fuck out of that guy.
Kablamo.
Despite the fact that she does have multiple crits there, being a melee weapon, I'm not going to let her kill 2 people with it based on positioning and stuff. So she can pass those advantages on. And she can figure out what she would like to do with that triumph.
There's like a list for the triumph, right?
Yeah, it's in Discord.
Okay, well, I'll pass on the advantages and I'll go look at what the list does.
Okay.
What if we use a light point to kill another person? Or no?
You have to use the light point before you roll,
Oh, yeah.
and then it
I keep
upgrades
forgetting
it.
that you have to do it beforehand. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about that stuff.
But you get to send a boost forward too, don't you, Zamira?
Yeah, she said
She
that.
already said that. She
Oh,
said she's
okay.
going to pass on the advantages.
But I think it's an NPC turn right now, or is it not? No, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be PCs for a while. Y'all going to fuck these guys up. I just need to...
Yeah.
I miscalculated on their wound threshold on their sheet for some reason.
I'm just going to shoot at him, so it's up to you guys if you want to go first. Sam and Kodo.
I was gonna try and get closer to Yev and see if I can't get a shot in on him. So again,
Okay,
it's
cool.
up to you guys. If
Yeah,
for it.
go ahead.
He
And
is...
you have advantage.
He's on the far end of medium for you right now, Sam.
right, I was gonna move closer to where he's definitely in medium or short. If I can, however, I could do it. Would I be able to get him within short, or would he still be within medium?
Here's the thing. You can get him within short, but again, map is story less so than actual reality.
Right,
But
yeah.
you can try to cut through the trees, but that's going to hamper you a little bit. If you want to get within short, your easiest way to do that is actually going to get you like real close to the group. So keep that in mind. You can get a clear shot at a short distance at Yav, but you're going to be up there kind of next to where Zamira is. You're going to be at the front of the group at least.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. I'm fine with it. I'm moving
Okay.
up. Boop, and I'm gonna take a shot at Yev.
You betcha.
So just 1 purple.
Actually, you're in short range, so it would be 1 purple, but this asshole is an asshole, and it upgrades that to 1 red and 1 purple. And
Alright.
I'm going to use a dark side point to increase it to 2 red.
Oh, you're just a dick.
Whoa.
Oh, wait. I can't use a light side point on the same turn that you use a dark side point, you asshole.
You cannot, but you guys have 6 light side points now.
That's true. We have a bunch now.
Alright,
Would adding a blank die to their next check include their check? What's your question, hun? 1 second, Sam.
On the triumph sheet, it says you can add 1 black die to the targeted character's next check. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, black die is a setback die.
But
Also,
would it only go to the guy that I already killed, or could you put it on anyone?
Being a minion group, I'd let you put it on another minion in that they are, we could word it as them being slightly staggered from you murdering the fuck out of that guy.
Also, if I'm correct, she had over 3 advantages. Not only that, but a triumph. So that means that I would get at least 2 boost die, right, from her giving her advantages over. Because I think 3 advantages is 2 boosts.
Yeah, but she used 2 to crit the guy, so she could only pass you 2 advantages.
Okay, so just 1 boost then. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Sorry, I was doing mental math there.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I had it right. Okay, so here's my roll. Ha! I hit him. I fucking hit him.
Oh my god.
He takes fucking just 8 damage, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's 'cause of your new flare.
Fuck me running. He has a defense die. I have to roll a setback. I'm terribly sorry.
I fucking hate you right now.
I'm sorry. It doesn't. There's no way to like force that into your roll. I have to open his character sheet every time.
Oh.
Ha!
Ha! I still hit him.
Wow.
Okay, cool. You do 7, 8 damage. He's got some soak. I don't see anything else going on here. Yep, cool. You do some damage.
All right, cool. And I guess that's my turn. I can't do anything else, right? So yeah, that's my turn.
Sam was the 3rd PC, right? Grenade Boy, Zamira, Sam. I really wish like there was a better like they would alternate the colors or something on the turn. I get that it's not designed for this system, but PC makes it hard to tell what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it really does.
PC turn. And I'm just going out on a limb and assuming that IT3 is the final turn.
Yeah. I'm cool with taking a whack at it if Kodo, if you want to wait or if you want to go now.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Either way.
Go do your thing.
All right. So am I still technically at medium range if I'm shooting at this fellow here?
You're currently at medium range to the 2 green ones. You are at, we're going to call it long on Yav and probably long on the other guy. I should move his token.
Yeah,
he was a little farther back. The guy with the ascot is long range away from you.
He's got an ascot, you say?
It's on the token. Look at it.
Okay, let's see. I'm not getting any.
I will check the dice pool.
Any of that. All good. Okay.
Don't roll.
Oh
no!
Shit!
It's fine. You got 1 advantage.
I was like,
It did that thing where I told it 0, but I forgot I have to click out of the box.
yeah. I was clicking right as you said don't do it.
No,
You want me to roll again?
No, you got 1 advantage. Just it's easy to do the mental math. Take away the threat, you get 1 advantage.
Cool.
And you were shooting the bottom. It doesn't matter. Damage goes to the same place.
Oh, okay.
Because
yeah, okay.
minion groups. If you didn't click your weapon, I don't know how much damage it does.
That's weird. That's weird. I did click my weapon. I don't know why I did that.
Does it? Do
Character
you?
sheets have been weird about the weapons.
It has been weird. What do
Yeah.
I click? Sorry, instead.
No,
Should I
let me.
click
I'm just
the-
gonna go open your sheet.
I'm sorry.
No, the sheets are weird. It's not designed for
Oh, here. Let me check. One second.
heavy blaster. You're doing
There
8
it is.
8
There it is.
damages, 9, 10, 11
what I-
damages.
That's a lot of damages.
11 damages, minus some soak. Okay. Still up.
Oh, is it my
How much
turn
damage
now?
did I
Or?
do total? And did it? Okay.
What'd you say?
Sorry. What did I? So I shot at this guy here, right? And
Yeah.
you just said you took damage, and that's it. That's it for my turn.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Okay.
did you use a maneuver
Nothing
to
really like.
to aim or anything?
Oh
Did-
shit! I definitely should have done that because I didn't do anything.
you have
what?
a
That's fine.
maneuver that you can use.
Yeah. I forgot to
Sure.
put it on. That's my bad.
Do you want to move forward some or anything?
Not really. I mean, I'll go right here. That's fine. I'm still in medium range. That's fine with me.
Okay. Next PC turn.
Are we counting the second roll or the first roll? Like just roll
The
did my
first
second roll
I
just
was
for
counting the
damage?
first one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it now. Never mind.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Kodo, it's on you, buddy.
Oh no, it's not you. It's me.
Could I just like haul ass towards the ship? Because
So
my whole stipulation was that I was gonna wait till we killed a few guys, but you've killed a few guys, and yeah, I was running.
This is true. You can move as a maneuver. You can take a second maneuver with strain. I would have to reference the book real quick or ask Steven whether you can forfeit your action as a maneuver, like whether he could move one range band, move a second range band.
You can, yes.
Okay, so you can move 2 range bands.
Or you can take 1 strain to do another maneuver.
Right, so you can move 2 without taking anything, or let me rephrase that. You can't move 2 range bands. You can get 2 maneuvers because moving from short to medium is 1 and medium to long is 2, and there's a chart. I know long to extreme is more than 1 maneuver. Let me find the chart. But yes, you can move. Are you using 2 maneuvers or 3 with a strain?
So I could run.
You
right?
can run twice, you can run once and shoot, or you can run 3 times, or you can run twice and shoot. But both of those last 2 mean you take a strain.
I'll do the run twice and shoot. I'll take the strain. I'm sitting at 0 strain. I'll gladly make it 1.
Okay. So the ship is at extreme range for you. You are currently medium range from these guys. So if you move once, you're at short. If you shoot from short, it's a single dice, and then you can move 1 again on the other side so that you are effectively medium range from them the other way, if that makes sense. That particular set of movements would allow you the easiest check, if that makes sense. If you shoot from medium, either here or once you finish running, it's going to be at 2 purple. But if you shoot while you're in short range of them, or if you're trying to shoot Yav, you could shoot when you finish running. Both of those would allow you to do so at 1 purple, but remember shooting at Yav has consequences.
And that he has like a defense die and whatnot.
He has a defense die and he upgrades attacks against him. So I'm just giving you fair warning. You can move once, shoot at one of the minions and help kind of thin the pack, and then move. Or you can move, and then shoot Yav, which is a totally acceptable thing to do. Just remember, he's an asshole. He's the adversary. I'm trying to help you make informed decisions is all, Rick.
Okay, so I will move, shoot the guy that I'm directly in front of, basically.
Yep.
Not Ascot guy.
Yep.
And that's just a 1 purple?
Yes.
Okay. 1 purple. Combat. Blaster pistol. Go. Pew.
Sweet. You're going to murder that guy. 6,
Nice.
7, Soka 3. Yeah. Soka 4. 3 damages. That guy goes down. And you have some advantages.
Nice job.
And you get 1 more move. Just for sake, I'm putting you here. You are short range from Yav. you were extreme from the ship, and you moved. We're at the about halfway through long, I would say, between you and the ship.
Cool.
But
I feel like that was a successful turn.
Yep, it's also long for Yav.
Cool.
Who's totally going to take off with Kodo in the ship and have a sweet airlock fight in space.
Yeah. And then I'll kick him out of the airlock.
Yeah. It is IT3's turn, and he does not have a weapon? Question mark? Let me look.
Because he's useless.
He shouts positive affirmations.
IT3 is totally the bard.
Hey, bards are useful. Don't go knocking bards.
Yeah, bards are super awesome. How dare you?
Oh, we're talking like a 3rd edition bard.
I still like them.
IT3 talents. Equipment. None. Yeah. And as far as I know, nobody has handed IT a gun because everyone who has spare guns hates IT. IT is going to cower back at the ship. He has not run aboard the ship. Yeah. IT's turn. Over. Top of the order. NPC turn. Oh yeah, Vipu. What am I going to do with you?
I mean, maybe he doesn't want to run anymore because he just got shot in the back. Just saying.
I mean, you guys are making short work of his crew here. So I'm going to say he's at long range from the ship. Man, I'm finding all sorts of charts that tell me how many purples to apply, but I am not finding the damn maneuver thing. Let me flip pages. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. This is a very weird system.
It's just I haven't memorized all this garbage yet.
What are you looking for?
Maneuvers required moving between rain band.
2 to get from medium to long and long to extreme. 1 to get engaged to short.
So he's at long. It would take 2 for him to get to medium. And he's going to do that. He's going to get medium to his ship. I don't know if NPCs can take that strain to keep pushing, but this guy's an adversary. I'm going to let him do that. He's going to sacrifice.
Well, you can only take 2 maneuvers a turn.
Oh yeah, that's true. So he will take the strain to shoot back at Kodo.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he's going to shoot at Kodo while he's in short range for a single purple. Kodo, do you have any defensive armor or anything I should be made aware of?
I want to believe that I do. Hold on.
Do you have a number?
You have soak, but you probably don't have defense.
Yeah, no, I don't have defense, just soak. I think. Yeah, from padded armor.
So he's totally going to do like a across the body shot at you while still running.
Exactly what his picture shows.
Yeah, right. However, somebody put a setback die on this asshole, I believe.
Yep.
Cool. Setback is in place. Buckle up, Kodo. Here it comes.
Woo!
Ouch.
Oh, wow.
Boy.
Now I gotta
bad.
go.
Goodbye, Kodo. We hardly knew you.
Yeah,
go ahead and take 9. Minus any soakses. That's going
only 5 total.
Yeah. Let me get up the damn triumph chart real quick. Sorry, guys.
And that's wounds, yeah?
5 wounds, yes. After your or 9 minus soak wounds.
4 minus 4 soak. I still have 3 wounds to go. I'm good.
Yeah.
You're fine. I can negate shit. I'm gonna I can, when dealing damage to a target, have the attack disable the opponent or one piece of gear rather than dealing wounds or strain. This could include hobbling him temporarily with a shot to the leg or disabling his comm link. Yeah, remove them wounds. I'm gonna do this. You're sprinting for his ship, and he smells what you're stepping in, and he's gonna shoot for your upper thigh, and get a nice good shot to the upper thigh, and burn his triumph to have the attack disable the opponent or one piece of gear rather than dealing the wounds. So go ahead and cleanse yourself of your wounds. If you are okay with this, Rick, feel free to take the damage instead if you want.
No, I mean, it seems like a reasonable thing for him to do.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm going to say you're hobbled temporarily, and you can only take one maneuver next turn, if that makes sense. You can't double move, and you can't strain for another move. But you can move one rain band closer to him.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be way more fun than killing you. Letting you not get his ship. I feel like that's a more personal blow.
Which means I'm going to more personally get his ship later.
Yeah. Though I do kind of want you to, personally, I kind of want you to get this damn ship. Just because I think it'd be funny to have the two. Y'all got 2 pilots, 2 ships, fun times. He's going to pass that advantage off to give a boost die to the minion group. And the minion group is going to shoot at Sam. Actually, roll a D3, somebody. Zamira, Sam, Kodo. Yep, Sam.
Sorry, Sam.
It's okay. I have a defense, by the way.
Okay. 1 shut back, 1 of them, 1 a boosty die. Blaster!
Yeah.
The blaster of
Yeah,
disaster.
another triumph.
Fuck that roll up. So removing 1 advantage and 1 success. But 1 success and a triumph. So 7 damages.
-2 is only 5. Okay.
Okay. I have to do shit in the character sheets because minion groups require extra goddamn steps. Sorry. Triumphs. I feel like I was just reading this fucking chart. He's going to upgrade the difficulty of your next check, Sam. So 1 purple will become a red for you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. And PC turn.
Go for it, Zamira.
Yeah, it's a miracle. Kick some ass. Kick that ascot wielding fucking piece of shit right in the face.
I
Nobody
don't
likes
get
him.
any boost or anything, right? It's just.
I cannot think of anyone that would have passed a boost to you at this point.
Shit.
Cool. I mean, I knew what I was getting into when I built a character exactly like this for her.
Nothing matters.
Doesn't matter if you only have 3 damage when you roll that many successes every time.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus her feral strength is 10. Plus, I think she has 2 ranks of feral strength, right, hun?
No, I have 2 ranks of toughen.
Okay, so 10 freaking damage, which kills a minion outright. But does not kill the final minion. Well, yeah. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay, I'm going to use that threat to make you suffer 1 strain.
Okay.
Next turn.
Tali, Sam, Kodo, go ahead.
Not it.
I'll go. I'll go.
Okay. Alright.
So how far away is you from me?
You
Well, I have
are
to-
short range from the group, and he moved 2 range bands. He's at long range for you right now.
All right, I'm gonna move 2 bands myself to get short range with him, and then I'm
You'd
gonna
have to do
shoot.
2 maneuvers to get medium if he's long.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
remember it extends up. It's not just 1 maneuver per range.
Right. Okay. So I'm at medium. I am
Right.
going to use light side point to negate what that guy did to me, so that it's not fucking red anymore.
Okay.
So I'll do that. And then I'm going to shoot at this guy. So what do I gotta put?
Be more specific about this guy.
Be
I'm
2
assuming
purples.
Yav
Yav.
because you're...
Yeah.
Okay, you are medium from Yav, which makes it 2 purple. However, since we're learning things, Yav has an ability called Adversary 2 because he's like a rival for you. And Adversary 2 increases the difficulty of anything you do against him, whether it be coercion or intimidation or shooting his ass. It increases dice twice. So since it starts with 2 purple, it increases 1 purple to a red, and then it increases the 2nd purple to a red. If you were attacking him with 1 purple, it would increase that purple to a red, and since it still has 1 more to go, it would then add a 2nd purple. Make sense?
I think so. So if I'm at 2 purple, that
It
means
just
that I
bounces
have...
up to 2 red.
Okay.
But it is not 2 red and a purple because you used the light side point.
Okay. All right. So just 2 red, and I have no
He
boost
has a
die.
defense, so you have to put a setback die in there.
Thank you for reminding me. All right, and then I shoot at him with shooty blasty things.
Kapew!
Oh,
Ooh.
hey.
I think that's our first despair from a PC, maybe? No,
Wow.
Tally rolled 1 in her sleep, but it didn't really have an effect.
Roll it in my
I
sleep.
still hit him, technically.
Yeah, you did.
Despair.
But you're really sad about it.
Okay, so for a despair, I can do a couple of things here. I can immediately have the opponent perform 1 free maneuver in response to the active character's check. I can give a boost die to his next check. I can have the active character, so you, suffer a setback on your next check. I can have the active character, you, grant the enemy a significant advantage on the ongoing encounter, such as accidentally blasting the controls to a bridge that they're planning to use to escape. So not applicable here in the middle of the jungle. Nothing I can think of. The character's ranged weapon immediately runs out of ammo and may not be used for the remainder of the encounter. Upgrade the difficulty of allied character's next check, including that of the current active character. Or the tool melee weapon that the character is using becomes damaged. A free maneuver and let him continue boogieing. Or Sam runs out of ammo. Or... I'm gonna roll a d3 over here. We're gonna leave it up to chance. Sam, your gun malfunctions.
Oh boy.
You get the shot
We've
off.
all been there.
Yeah, you get the shot off. You hit him, but overheated arm weapon, some sort of malfunction. You'll have to investigate to figure it out.
Damn.
How much fucking soak? This guy has soak, and you did 7, 8, 9. He takes the damage. PC turn.
Okay, I'll shoot the remaining guy over here.
Get
I
him,
think I'll do
Tally.
this properly here.
I'm prone. If you run towards Yav and shoot him, I'll be able to finish off the minion.
Who are you talking to right now?
You.
I already shot at him. Sorry, I
No,
didn't know you
it's
wanted
alright.
me to do that.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I got a triumph, and I shot
You did.
that guy a lot.
You did.
Wow.
Okay, so
11 damage.
Yep. And then Soak is not going to be able to handle that, so he's going to go down.
Nice. Good job. Good kill.
yay!
Woo.
Somebody,
I successfully contributed.
you successfully contributed. Somebody actually roll me a D100 just for shits and gigs on something else that's happening. Don't roll below a 50.
Oh no.
Interesting. Okay.
I'd like to use the triumph to make your
Mhm.
next check more difficult for your whatever.
Yav. Okay.
Yep.
Can you guys see his name tag, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to get better about remembering that, because in GM mode you see everything, but you have to... Steve knows. Steven knows.
So it's my turn next, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think.
Are
Oh.
you got something else to go, babe? Go ahead.
Nope. Never mind. All good.
Sorry, not
Sure.
trying to cut you short.
Nope. It's fine.
All right, so I'll take a strain to get up from being prone,
Mm-hmm.
and I move one maneuver. How far away would that get me? I mean, I was close range when this whole thing started, and he's moved like 4.
So you were close range. One maneuver would get you to the Sam Kodo area, putting him at medium away from you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot him then.
I think I did that right. Alright, fuck
That
it,
would
whatever.
be
I'll call it medium. I
2
don't care.
reds, right?
Yeah.
Womp.
That
That's
was
a
a
hit.
hit.
So
Nice.
9 damage. And has anyone else not gone?
Oh,
I think
you-
I'm the last person, right?
You got to roll a setback. He has defense.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah.
roll a single setback. Womp womp. Miss.
No.
I'm sorry, guy. You have the advantage. You want to pass it? You can give it to
Yeah.
IT3.
I haven't gone yet.
I'm passing.
Yeah, give it to
Hold
Kodo.
on. It's all you, Kodo.
Do it.
Cool. So I can only move once.
Yeah. One maneuver.
Can I mean, I can only move and that's it, or can I move and still shoot?
I'm limiting you to one maneuver, and shooting is not a maneuver. So I wouldn't let you do 2 moves or move, shoot, and strain for an extra move. You can move and you can shoot, or you can stand still and shoot while aiming, but you cannot do more than those things.
Then I will. What he's still is he have medium from me or long?
Medium. So right now
Okay.
he's 2 purples. Before any of the craziness, he's at 2 purples. Your choice is to shoot him at 2 purples while aiming to get a boost, or use your maneuver to move closer and shoot him at 1 purple. So
mathematically, you'd be better
yeah.
with the 1 purple.
Yeah, mathematically better with 1 purple.
But then I'm also closer to him.
You're also closer to him on him shooting you.
But he's just running away. He's not actually shooting.
Except for that time.
He's done a pretty good. He's done a pretty good job of shooting Kodo so far.
Yeah. So, I will aim and shoot.
Cool.
It seems to make more sense if I've just been shot in the thigh to stop and collect myself and shoot and then be ready to run for the next turn.
Yep, just so that we can help cement this. It is starting at 2 purples, but he's going to upgrade it to 2 reds, and then you're going to add a blue from your aiming, and then you're going to add a black from his defensive armor. So
you can use a light side point to upgrade too.
You can.
Can I do that? Should I do that, guys? I think I should do that.
Yeah.
I feel like I used all the dark sides, and y'all were
Turns
sitting on 6.
Green into a yellow.
Remember to click it before you shoot, though.
So
click the light side point.
So clicked it. Like, how does this work? So if I click the button that says use light side?
Correct. That should be your first step. Click the button that says use light side point.
Done.
Cool. Now that should upgrade your next roll. So your next roll needs to start with, you set your dice pool to be red,
1 blue,
red,
so
red,
2 reds,
an
blue.
upgrade 1 on your dice pool.
So 2 reds, 1 black, 1 blue,
1
and
blue.
cool.
And then you click the gun.
And I click the gun and it will automatically upgrade because I used the light side. Right?
I don't see it saying upgrade 1 in your sheet, so let's click that real quick, and there we go. I am looking at your sheet and it reads correctly for me. If it upgrades 2 of your dice, we'll fix it. You should be good to play.
It's very intuitive.
It's great. I love the system being weird and the sheets being weird and doing it all digitally, so I can't just like point at stuff for people. Click the button, Rick.
Here we go.
Ew.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Woohoo.
Nice.
I'm going to use the 2 threats to give him a boost on his next check.
What a punk.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what a punk. That's better than giving him a free maneuver and letting him run further. But you do hit him.
But he also has a setback.
Who has a setback for what? Yav has a setback?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from Talek, she got a trap.
I was making sure we're not talking about Kodo. Kodo, you're going to hit him for 8. No, you are correct, and I appreciate you bringing it up. I was just wanting to clarify so that we were correct. So thank you, Leah. Rick, you are going to do 8 damage before soak to this guy.
Fun.
Y'all have officially finally got him in the double digits wounds.
Woohoo.
Jesus, that's got a lot of soap.
Probably armored up.
Final PC turn is IT3, who will take a couple of steps towards y'all, but I mean, he's a protocol droid, and he has no reason to be involved in all this, but he is apparently curious at least getting line of sight around the trees, and, you know, making sure his meat bags don't die.
It's against his programming to be helpful.
First of all, I am not a meat bag, and second of all, how dare you?
He wasn't claiming ownership of you, first of all, and second of all, I hope you die in this jungle.
You're so rude. It's not my fault that Rain got turned into stone, okay? That was all Ken. Ken did that.
Sam, roll a D2.
I will. Boom.
Okay, well, you're 1, Kodo's 2.
course I am.
Well, you're on the left, so that's the scientific method that went into who does he shoot.
You lie.
Okay, fine, I'll have him shoot Kodo.
I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Kodo
Don't
doesn't
shoot
have a-
me. You already shot my thigh.
He gets
A
a setback
defense.
from Talik and a setback from my defense. Yes.
Okay. But I do have that tasty dark side point.
You have 2 now.
It's true. I'm gonna flip a coin on the dark side point. Nope, no dark side point.
So merciful.
Yep, shooting at Sam with the blaster. I guess it would help if I actually put the purples in there, so I didn't just shoot Sam's head off.
Give it to me, baby. Oh yeah. What
Jesus
the
fuck.
Whoa.
Okay, so 7,
Goodbye,
8,
Sam.
9, 10, 11.
Oh
11.
no.
Yeah,
Apparently, it
Sam's
was your
dead.
fault Rain got turned to stone.
Yeah, Sam is dead. Like, very dead.
It was
Like,
nice knowing you.
Sam turns into scrap metal. Like, holy shit.
So, what's the rules on exceeding your threshold? Since we're learning.
I am
Good,
so
I'll tell
happy
you
he
that.
didn't shoot at me.
I'm almost on the page. Hold on.
Hey
That's
guys,
okay.
you want to know something funny? I've still taken 0 wounds.
It's true. Zamira got that one strain for her own rolls, but nobody has hurt. Even through the Nexu
I
fight.
know, and
nothing-
Zamira's always like front line too. Like,
But everything she goes up against, she just
yeah, she just
Turns to
decimates.
paste.
Yeah, she just fucking decimates it like right there. It's just boom, it's done.
totally not
All right,
favoring
so-
my life, I swear.
When wounds exceed a character's wound threshold, he should track how much exceeded by to a maximum of twice the wound threshold. He has to
Oh.
heal before he can come back. He's knocked out, incapacitated, immediately suffers 1 critical injury.
Hey, now's a chance to do that. On
And
your
a critical
character sheet.
injury could be
Hang
death.
on. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 2, that's 9. So all right, I did not exceed double my max, so I am still alive,
Phew.
but I am incapacitated. And I need to, so I gotta roll on the critical injuries.
Yes, which there should be a button you can.
Yeah,
Click.
it's critical. Yeah, there's like a literal thing here. Boop.
Flip 1 light side destiny to dark.
Oh, that's all it was.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad.
Ooh, that's not too bad at all. All right, awesome.
I clicked the wrong freaking button.
Are you going to hit it twice for you?
No, I got it. I just manually changed it.
Okay.
We're sitting at 3 and 3 for those of you keeping track.
Woohoo.
Clear the dice pool, clear the upgrade pool. He uses his maneuver to move closer to the ship. And it is PC turn. Kodo, fucking metal flies everywhere as Sam slams to the ground next to you. You have Stubby Legs, Hurricane rustling through the trees nearby, and Zamira is finishing touches on turning people to paste behind you. And then Tally, you are back there, and you watch all of this go down, and it is not purty.
Kodo or Sam, no! Sorry, got your name wrong.
Good job.
I couldn't tell if that was on
Uh,
Terra.
I'm gonna sprint towards Yav with a fury.
Well,
Sorry, you guys care if I go first?
I was gonna say if Zamira can reach him, shouldn't she try to like kill him?
She won't be able to reach him with 2 maneuvers.
I think he's too
Okay.
far away.
Okay.
2 maneuvers would keep me within medium, right?
Yeah. Because he was long from you now. At the start of your turn, he was long from you.
All right. So
You said
I'm
it's
going
2 from
to
medium to long and long to medium, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna flip a light side point. And
For an upgrade?
for an upgrade and shoot at him.
Okay. Remember the setback from his armor.
So 2 reds and a black, right?
2 reds, a black, and then 1 green upgrade. That'll do some damage.
Nice. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts on the triumph?
And a triumph.
Yes. I want to have the attack. I mean, we could hobble him, but we don't want to. I'll just force him to drop his weapon.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. Your shot's going to kill him, unless you specifically attempt to stun him, but you're going to do
He
enough
killed
damage.
Sam. I'm killing him.
Okay.
Damn right. Go Guapo.
Yeah, I got your back, Sam. I may not like you,
He's
but I
not
won't
even-
let you die on my watch.
He's not even turned around anymore. Like, he had been half turned around and firing as he ran, but he was on the home stretch towards the ship. And once he turns and makes for a full sprint, you come rolling out of the trees and you catch him right in between the shoulder blades. And he kind of has that, like, the gun goes flying as his arms go up and he goes face down into the mud. And that's going to be combat.
As soon as I see Yav fall, I run towards Sam and see if I can help him.
Sure, we can do that.
Let's bring him back to our ship, maybe. And IT3 can take a look at him too. I'm sure we have like something we can use to fix him on the ship, right?
Oh,
I
Guapo.
slap his face and try to wake him up.
Yeah, that doesn't work. You fucking slap hard ass fucking Durasteel metal. Fucking...
Hurt my hand.
I want to run onto Yav's ship.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh god. Be careful, please.
Oh yeah, maybe do a sweep. See if there's anybody there.
Does Sam have any repair kits in his pockets?
I have 2 left in my pockets if you check me, yes.
I'm
Yeah, let's
rifling
use
through
those.
and patching him up as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Alright, what were the... Because I might have actually had... I don't know, I might have fucked up with how much they heal before. But I've
Let me
used
look
2
it up
today.
real quick. You
Yeah.
go ahead and focus on Kodo, and I'll look it up.
I gotta look up to see if there's anything, if it says anything about the ship.
Hey guys, we have 2 fucking ships now.
Someone should loot Yav.
We don't
by
know
the
that for
way.
sure yet. I would like for
Right.
it to be, but my motivations for Ring on the ship are, yes, of course, in the ultimate goal being to steal it. But the other goal is he said that he has other people. I want to run on there and see if like I can find any evidence to tell me if there's more of them coming.
All right, so Guapo seems to have it well in hand, taking care of Sam. So I'll go over and take a look at Yav's body.
Sure.
No rush on that.
No, I'm mostly kicking myself for
I just thought...
flipping off the page that I was on that actually had Yav. But he's got a heavy blaster pistol for sure.
So
Cool.
guys,
Snag that.
if we collect 3 more ships, we can totally form Voltron. Just saying.
He has a heavy blaster pistol that does 7 damage, crits on 3, range medium stun setting. He's got a vibro knife, damage 4, crit 3, range engaged, pierce 2, vicious 1. And he's got a set of armor clothing. It's taken a couple of shots, but it's still worth 1 soak and 1 defense. And he also has a comm link.
Alright, cool.
Oh, why am I not awake right now? I'm gonna shut up, you guys, because I'm not awake and I don't want to metagame.
What?
Repair kit heals 3 each, but it's not diminishing like stim packs. So I'll use one and see if that brings him back. And if not, I'll use the other one.
Alright, hang on. Because actually that means... Alright, so you use one. That does not bring me back. The other one does, though.
I'm going, Rick, I swear.
That's cool. You got a lot to handle.
When Sam's eyes light up, I say, Sam! Told you not to leave me! Why'd you do that?
Sam's like kind of... I don't know, he's like... His eyes are still like flickering and he's like kind of going through his head like what happened and trying... Like he's not really responding yet. He's still kind of like... He's like rebooting. So,
I
like,
slap him again. Wake up, man!
It doesn't hurt him. Again, you're hurting your hand. He's just still rebooting. Like, there's nothing that... Yeah, he's just rebooting.
So, again, just passive, like, complaining about the book. It has another one of those, like, if more than half the enemies are killed, do blank. But it's one of those things where, like, if more than half the enemies are killed, they attempt to run away. Okay, well, once half of them are dead, like 2 or 3 good rounds can kill the rest of them, even if they're trying to run with the way the system works. So, like, you can't just disengage and run. You know, there's no expeditious retreat or anything. So a lot of these enemies have, like, if 3/4 of their numbers are defeated, they run away. Like, you know, Yavs was running away since the beginning of the fight, but y'all were still very able to, like, keep pace with him and kill him before he could make it long, just long from where you started to the ship. So it's weird that there's so many, like, enemies that want to give up or run away, but, like, before a round would finish, they die.
To be fair, it seems like we roll very well in combat and horribly outside of combat.
Yeah, y'all suck at skill checks and then roll triumphs like a motherfucker.
Whoa. My skill checks have been fucking fantastic, okay? I don't know about
you
the
did
rest of
climb down that ladder like a motherfucker. You were the first one to the ground.
I may have fallen on my back, but I only took like... But I'm talking about my computers and mechanics skill checks have been perfect, like, almost the whole time. I don't want to hear it.
I don't see anything on this page aside from, like, their give up and parlay type scenarios, and I was totally fine with this fight going down this way. And it kind of makes me happy that I will regret you guys having 2 ships. I know I will regret you guys having 2 ships, but I think it will introduce a very interesting, fun dynamic to the fact that you guys have 2 ships, especially since you have 2 pilots. So, like, anyone watching on Twitch, feel free to clip this moment that I will regret and can come back to and watch later.
I still say that we merge the 2 ships together, and then we find 3 other ships, and we make Voltron. And then we become the protectors of the universe. Just
wow. Just someone just needs to, like, clip that, and the next thing they'll meme it. The next thing will be, you know, and that was the moment when Bounty Hunter knew he fucked up.
You done goofed. There's no traps or anything set on the ship that I can tell. The ramp was down. Security systems and stuff will be in place, but nothing is going to, like, the ship self-destructs or any of that stuff. So given the time, you can totally steal this ship. I'm fine with that.
Oh, yeah. Wapo and I can fucking definitely take care of the security systems.
Yeah.
Sure. Is there anything immediate y'all want to do?
Yeah, I want to make sure there are 0 grenades on board their ship. And if there are any grenades, I want to claim them for myself.
There are
Grenade sweep.
0 grenades on board their ship.
I call foul.
No grenades?
I'll have to do some... Well, they're salvagers, not fucking military, paramilitary guys. they all had regular blasters except the boss.
There's one thing that I want to do.
Wake up.
Sam.
Someday walk again.
Sam is gonna. Sam is gonna get up, stand up, realize he's super damaged, but also realize Guapo was the one that brought him back. I'm gonna walk over, take the ascot off of the fucking Rhodian, and walk back over to Guapo and hand it to him.
Nice.
A lone tear streams down my cheek.
Nice. So nice.
That's pretty fitting, Sam, because your ass got destroyed.
Oh,
nice. You know what? I'll give you that one.
The important question is, did the magnets survive?
I took the magnets off I don't know.
The ones you could reach.
Sessions ago. So yeah.
So while you're putting Sam back together, this is your time to put more magnets in more interesting places.
Oh, I was picking up the magnets from the ground that had secretly fallen off of him.
What color is this new ascot?
It's the color of victory.
The picture, it's dark red, so let's go with dark red until I find something to Photoshop, and then I'll change the color.
I accept it, and I actually hold it back out to Sam and say, "No, you earned this. Wear it with pride."
Top Gun music plays in the background.
Yeah.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Sam looks down to Guapo, and then to this ascot. He takes the ascot, wraps it around his neck, and he just... Very well. I will wear it.
Oh.
A second tear streams down my cheek.
Yes.
We are now ascot buddies. There is no greater friendship than ascot buddies.
We need to make a handshake.
Holy shit, you're right. And I'm a robot. I can do all kinds of weird shit.
I'm looking for art, I swear.
Are we gonna explore the other ship? Are we gonna chill here?
Yeah,
probably,
that's
be
a thing
done,
that's gonna happen. I just wanted to link. I'll put it in Discord. To Discord.
Yeah, just putting it out there because I know you guys usually have more stuff to do. I'm good to still keep going, but it is 10 o'clock for you guys. It's almost midnight for me. So, if you guys want to keep going, I'm totally fine to keep going. But I know you guys.
I've actually got an outro scene where we can set a scene and end the session here, despite the fact that I could probably play for a little longer. I have a ton of homework that I need to accomplish this weekend before SpaceX tries to launch and fly a missile back.
Cool. When is that?
It's happening Sunday. If anyone wants to drive down, it's the first one that happens on the West Coast, and it's
I can't drive down, but film it for me and fucking post it if you can.
Sure. I'm gonna be at Fallback 1, so I'll be one of the closest people to it. So I won't actually. I don't think I have clear line of sight to the landing pad, but this fucker will be making 3 sonic booms on the return flight, and it's the first one that's ever happened on Vandenberg, so it's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'll nerd out about that one a little more after the session, so I can get to a closing point here. But let's, unless anyone has any bitches, gripes, and complaints, I'm going to assume that y'all spend like the next couple of hours kind of exploring the new ship. Whether y'all want to do anything with the bodies, an educated guess can tell you that a pile of dead bodies is going to attract certain creatures if left unattended. You can pat them down. The goons all had just your standard light blaster pistols. I'll tell you what kind of armor they have. I'll detail out gear in chat after session. But they got guns and some armor and regular combat knives, not vibro knives. Home Skillet had the bigger gun and the vibro knife. But I do have something for you unless y'all decide to do anything. Like if y'all leave, then this isn't relevant. But are y'all cool with being here for 2 hours or so of cleanup time?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Sure.
Okay. Then whether y'all are in the ship or petsing around between the two ships or cleaning up or looting or whatever it may be, it is not long at all until you hear a lot of splashing coming from the lake, and whoever's over that way can glance in that direction, and no check required because you're going to see 3 large creatures swimming towards the shore, directly towards you. And the name of this ship is Night Flyer, by the way.
Odd name for a white ship.
Yeah, well, I
But
took with
it's
the
so
token that I could
cool.
get. I didn't find a sweet orange one. But based on your actual wishes, without too much Photoshop work, I can swap out the white for other stuff. You know how to Photoshop, Rick. Fuck you, you do it.
Okay. Send me the thing. I don't know
Sure.
how to work this stuff.
Sure. But so these 3 things, each of them has like a long, prominent, like lizard-like head on a long, upright neck. They're about 3 meters tall, sticking up out of the water. The neck and head, that is. Their bodies are underwater, but each of them leaves a strong wake in the water as it approaches. And you can tell that they have like a primitive bridle and reins. Like they aren't just clinging onto the back. Like there's a saddle basically kind of set up on this thing. And there's a rider seated on each. And then without a picture, it's hard to describe. And there's not actually a picture in the book. But so one rider, like right on the back of the neck, clearly being the driver of this thing, but then kind of like a primitive boat made around the back of it. And there are several figures in each of the boats. So 3 creatures, 3 drivers, and 3 boats full of figures are approaching.
Oh boy.
All right.
All of the figures on these monsters appear to be humanoid shapes.
And the boats look similar to the one we already.
The one you found on the shoreline was like crafted from the wreckage metal boat. This is more like crafted from wood and other stuff. It's more like built to be on the back of this creature. That other boat was a boat in its own right. This is like a boat that, while this thing is swimming, the boat is above its back, but floating of its own right, though it's fashioned to the creature. So the boat floats, but it also is harnessed around the torso of this thing. Like a floating saddle that allows for there are 2 people in each boat and 1 rider. So 3 things on each animal.
Well, I'll draw my pistol and walk towards the shore. How far is the shore?
Depends on where you were. For visual reference, they're coming towards the shore over here, and they're not coming right up behind the ship. They're coming to this empty patch. I don't know where y'all are on your map. Don't make me ping you over there.
Mhm.
Can I like move to an open clearing before like they even get to shore? Do I have that much time?
They're pretty close to the shore when you recognize, because what clued you in was splashing. So think about how far away you can hear a splash. Wow, I now have a ruler stuck on my thing because fixed it. I would let you get as far as this line here, maybe, before they're at the shore.
Yeah, I'd rather stay near our new ship if I wouldn't be able to like head them off.
Okay, that's fine.
What about everyone else? Where are you guys at?
Yeah, I mean, I'll come towards you when I hear the splashing too. You're gonna hear it before me, but I don't think we should have our weapons. What?
I do have acute senses.
Yeah, I don't think we should have our weapons drawn though, because I mean, we have no idea who it could be. Might even be the survivors, which we don't want to like spook them.
which is why we should have our weapons drawn, because we don't know who it could be.
I'm going to go over the comms and ask for IT3 to come towards us now that the danger's over and try to meet us closer over this
during
side.
the whole, like, situation, IT would have been wherever y'all were.
Oh, okay. So he's close. Cool.
Cool, so y'all take note, and a couple of y'all kind of start moving that way. Right before they get to the actual shore itself, each of the creatures is going to kind of bend its head and neck down and appears to take like a long drink of the water. And as they get to the shoreline, the creatures walk up out over the water towards you, and you can tell that the boats kind of remain attached on their backs like saddles, so like amphibious. It was floating above the creature as it swam, but once it begins to step up out of the water, the boat settles down along the spine of this creature, and their boats remain attached to their backs like saddles. One carries an older looking human male, while the other two each carry an Aqualish and a trio of heavily modified, worn out B1 battle droids. The droids have their weapons drawn. An additional tube is slung across each of their backs, but the human waves them off, indicating that they should lower their guns. So let me get some tokens going here for you.
Tally, you talk good. Go say hi.
I eagerly approach with my arms outstretched. Hopefully this time it goes a little better. And I'm just speaking like in just like common basic, like basically.
Y'all can see all that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all
on.
They're on the back of these things. Use your imagination and stuff.
I imagined like Lapras.
That's actually what I had going on too, so not at all upset there. I'll have to look through the book to see if there's a picture anywhere. But yeah, I'm going to continue reading my little block of flavor text here.
Okay.
And we'll see what's happening here. So, the human has weathered dark skin and visible scars across his bald head. He wears a battered Clone Wars era blast vest that's clearly seen some use, and he carries an old heavy blaster. Before he can speak, though, a familiar droid's voice comes from behind you. And it's IT3, and he says, "Captain Harsall, sir, so glad to see you're still alive. You have no idea how long I've waited to find you again. Silly me, but of course you do. Silly me, but of course you do. As ordered, sir, I have all of the pertinent plans and distribution deals committed to memory. I am happy to report that I have made great strides in developing your plans with Ropak, even if they have taken a more generational time frame than we expected." Captain Harsall is going to look at IT3 and laugh. "I knew you were clever, IT, but well done indeed." He's going to turn to the rest of you, eye you suspiciously. "Well, you've got my old droid. Never expected to see that irritatingly resourceful thing again. Now, who the kiff are you, and where's Ropak?"
Dun, dun, dun.
Out of character. Well done. I mean, it took him 20 fucking years. Wouldn't exactly say well done.
I mean,
Okay, so
I'm going to move y'all so you're out from under the ship.
I can
Again, Kodo stays behind.
I can like barely hold in my
I like
excitement.
to stay by the ship, so I can take it.
And the ship takes off. That is actually where I'm going to pause this session, so y'all have time to think about and be excited about and all that stuff. Mull over the interaction that just happened and the questions that were asked of you, and we will pick up next Thursday if everyone is able to play.
Woo, so excited.
I will not be here next Thursday, but Leah can for me.
Sure. I will, if you're okay with us playing, I'll record it and you can watch everything and have the wife report what happens. I'd
probably have an easier chance watching the stream than I would actually playing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gonna
The
be in
streams are
Florida.
still pretty fucking.
He's just watching the
horribly
stream and he's
incoherent.
texting the whole time.
Yeah, telling her what to do for me.
Depending on how y'all do things, next session can very much just be a roleplay heavy session anyways. Like, without any spoilers, you are probably going to spend a large chunk of time starting the, like, oh my god, we found Harsal conversation. So I expect a lot of, like, story elements happening next time, so you won't miss out on big combat, but I do advise you either watch the stream or watch the session or get a good brief from the whiff.
Guapo would just start a fight anyway, so it's probably better that I won't be there.
You guys get that?
Crickets, because we all agree with you.
Ooh.
You get the thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
got
Yeah.
it.
So, head totally shaved, bald. It looks like he's not actually bald. It looks like he keeps his head shaved bald. And he has, Zamira could probably take a survival check to guess, but if y'all had to guess, it looks like a Nexu has clawed him straight across the face.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I actually do know the exact feeling. Yeah, lightning claws even.
It looks like a Nexu clawed him directly across the face. Before we shut down for good, I will go ahead and describe. Like I said, he has two Aqualish guys with him. Pando Baba, the guy that got in a bar fight with Luke on Tatooine, you know, with the thing.
Oh, you mean with
And
the
then
scrotum mouth?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they have half a dozen B1 battle droids. You know, Roger, but they have all been. It looks like they used to be 14 battle droids and have been compiled into 6 working battle droids. They have eyes that look like they're from different robots. They have arms that are, you know, a different level of rusted and, you know, sun-worn and stuff like that. So it's very clear that these are mishmash of parts, and battle droids weren't too sturdy to begin with, but imagine what 20 years in a jungle would do to battle droids, and then imagine you were playing pick and pull with the parts. That's what you're looking at.
I instinctively reach for a grenade, and I'm disappointed when I can't find one.
I'm so glad you used all your damn grenades.
I figured you would be.
But that's session 6, yo.
All right.
All right.
Woohoo!
All right.
Cool.
Well, if we're done, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, guys. It's always a
Alright.
pleasure,
Night.
but I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah,
Or
2
I don't get
ships.
shot in the thigh.
Yeah, 2 ships, major story points, and you dealt with the Yayar clan. Rick, I still owe you some, like, in that time trying to tell if they were being truthful about more ships coming. I'll see if I can look in and see what's going on with that, whether there would be anything on the ship that would confirm that or not, or whether they have like a ship's contact list or anything.
Cool.
Hey.
And we should be getting some decent XP. We got
Speaking of
2
Yeah,
XP,
we
I
have
still
2
haven't
sessions.
spent any of mine.
Yeah, we still have 2
Holy
sessions
shit.
worth of XP. I've still got 27 XP, not
Holy
including the last 2
crap.
sessions. Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
Like,
You're
I mean, like
rolling
from
in
the
it.
beginning, like when I started made my character, I like did a chat with Seal and like figured out what I wanted and then never wrote it down, and I've never gone back to fix that. I'm the worst.
Well, you are effectively the worst.
Yeah.
He says
Alright.
he's the worst, and then I feel like you're gonna say something nice. You're like, and then you just say he's the
yeah, you just reiterate it.